Welcome to the Comic Wrestling Podcast and to another episode of The Comic Shop. I am probably 2020's sexiest man alive. It's not debatable. It's a fact. Don't question it. I'm Deadly Dave. And he is... Markadius. You guys are both wearing blue shirts. I am not. I feel out of place.
Oh, we didn't send you a text.
No, I didn't get the team text message on that one. But we're all wearing hats, so...
Yep.
You got something right.
I got something right. Went out last night with my buddy, get a couple of drinks, and I often wear a hat out places, whether it's my winter hat, this hat. And a guy that I know comes up behind me, and I just feel this on the back of my head, and I'm like, wow, that better be a woman. But those are some rugged fucking mitts. Next thing I know, he goes, hey, bud, I didn't know you were bald underneath that hat. And I say, yeah, it's a choice. Because he's never seen me with a hat off. So...
It's a choice.
It's a choice. You know, God had nothing to do with it. It was all by my design. The pattern of it and everything, where it's faded. I got told once that the way it's... At one point, not now, but the way it was like fading or whatever, someone said it looked like a maxi pad.
Aww.
I said... I don't think I said anything, honestly. I don't even have anything funny to say on that. I think it was more of like... That's a strange thing to say to anyone. I don't care if your hair looks like that or not.
Right.
But on today's episode, if you can read or if you can't read, here it is verbally given to you. It is RogerCorman presents his awful atrocity known as the Fantastic Four that came out in like 1993. It didn't even come out.
Marvel doesn't acknowledge it.
No one does. Not even these actors. Afterwards, all of these actors had cancer and died because the actual radiation they pumped into them
Wikipedia that.
was awful. So there are no visual effects in this. The people burning and turning invisible and stretching and turning into a rock are real side effects of cigarettes. This was a PSA announcement back in the 90s and
After school special.
Absolutely.
Do you remember those videos at school, like drug videos?
Oh, yeah.
So it's
They were
RogerCorman's
bad.
for Madness.
This is... I had... What was a woman that would come into our school? Miss Janice? Something weird like that. But she had puppets. And they weren't just regular puppets. They had to be like knockoffs of like famous puppets.
Right.
Sure.
She had like a Kermit. I don't know what its name was. It was probably Cock. I don't know. But she was so not ghetto in like the cool term ghetto, if that is even used to be cool.
Did you think she was cool
No.
at the time?
We were all in third grade and we all just remember like, this bitch is a joke.
This is making me want to do
Look at
drugs.
her. Her hair is fried. She's got teeth yellower than CM Punk for someone that didn't smoke. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
It's like you are the walking example of what not to do. What do you need the puppets for? Come in here, scare me straight, and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It didn't do its job. I've done a lot of drugs because of her.
Just because she was
Because I wanted to not forget the woman that made me want to do drugs. But no, she would come around with the Mr. Ick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Go home with the Mr. Ick sticker. You're telling me
Put it on
to
your
go
bed.
under the sink now where I shouldn't be going.
Yes.
Yeah.
My parents should already be telling me not to go under there. We shouldn't be putting stickers on shit. Because now I see a fluorescent pink sticker with his tongue hanging out. That means drink me.
Yeah.
If
You're
kids
supposed
are
to taste it before you put the sticker on.
if kids are stupid enough in the 2010s
Pods.
to eat Tide Pods, you're goddamn right. In the 1990s, the sticker that has a fluorescent green
man.
fucking tongue hanging out, I want to consume it.
Kids are dumber these days. Way dumber.
It's a mumble rap.
To me, it's always been mumble. To be truthfully honest, if we categorize it as mumble rap, I've always thought, like Twista, I can't understand him. It's all... I know he's putting words together, but
Yeah.
it's more... And then... I can't get it.
Like the teacher from Peanuts. Wah, 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 wah.
All the parents are wah, 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 wah. I was like, I know you're saying
The
something,
phone.
but what the fuck is in between the wah, wah, wah? But yeah, today's episode we're going to watch this atrocity train wreck, this space odyssey, horrible disaster adventure, time consuming, you won't get it back. You're going to regret it. You probably should find something else to watch. There's plenty of things on YouTube. But But you should be watching the Comic Wrestling Podcast. If you don't watch this episode, go watch other ones in the old archive.
There's plenty.
Yeah, there's plenty. And sometimes they're this big. If you look at the screens, like a computer, it's like this big. Some of them are this big. Depends on what you're watching it on. But it'll always deliver. Don't watch it on your phone. Well, you know what? I watch it on my phone. Who am I?
I do.
I do too. I only watch our intros for about 10 minutes, and I'm like, fuck, I can't use all my data. So, but yeah, there's that. I mean, we'll talk a little bit also in this, probably a general, oh, you know what? I didn't tell you to do it, and I forgot to do it. So you're the only one that did it. But I can think of it on the spot. I wanted to tell you to come up with your own Fantastic Four fan cast. I just came up with that on the spot.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I pretty much have always had who I wanted, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I know.
We used to do this all the time when we worked together. I'd be like, Mark, who'd be like perfect in Fantastic Four? And as Mr. Fantastic, like, who would be like Tom Hanks? And that sounds kind of believable.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, who'd be great for like Sue Storm? And you'd probably say someone. I'd be like, no, Tom Hanks. And
Yes.
who'd be great for Johnny Storm?
It was always Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
So he's doing the Eddie Murphy, doing all the characters?
Yeah.
No, he's literally going to be Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he's not going to be Reed Richards. It's Tom Hanks that can now stretch.
Oh, right.
He's not Sue Storm because he can't be a woman.
I mean, he would be a good Mr. Fantastic.
I think he'd be a pretty good Doctor Doom too, because I feel like he's got a lot of pent up dark secret anger he holds on to. He seems like the type of guy, I love him, but he seems sinister behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Like cattle prodding his dog or something. And I don't know. Tom. Took too long for me to figure out that Colin Hanks was his fucking son. I didn't realize that.
The OC. That was a fun movie, though.
What is that?
Orange County, I mean.
Oh.
Not the OC.
I was gonna say, wasn't that a show?
It was a show.
I didn't realize it till I watched Dexter.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, he's Tom Hanks as anything? But we will probably talk about the other Fantastic Four movies, the other two, the Tim Story
really
ones.
Good ones.
That I really enjoyed. Well, don't pluralize it, because then there's this one that we got to include, too. And this... it's not as bad as this, but it's not as...
See, when you said we were watching the bad one, I thought you meant that one.
Yeah, it's up for...
I like the first hour of that one.
I like things about this. This is just like other movies that...
Yeah.
Don't give it the name.
Right.
Call it Space Junket 16. I don't give a fuck what you call it.
That's like they're talking about doing a Short Circuit reboot, and I'm like, why? Those movies were good as they are. Why do a fucking robot movie and not call it Short Circuit?
Right.
You know.
I mean, yeah, because I liked a lot of the things in this sci-fi-ness, but I didn't like the fact that it's like, oh, this is. I have to still believe this is Fantastic Four.
Well, like that movie where it looked like Guardians of the Galaxy, that Russian movie.
Yep.
That you can do that kind of thing, but not, exactly like it.
Right.
Because that was still an entertaining movie.
But I do know they only made this movie to try to keep the rights. So it was not. It was set up for failure.
It was a placeholder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sad.
A paper champion.
Sad thing to do to those actors,
Fuck them actors.
I love them all.
Fuck those actors. Fuck everybody in this fucking
Kate Mara.
movie. You fucking suck. Every one of you suck. You didn't do anything in this fucking movie besides piss me off. These characters. It's the characters they fucked. I don't care that Johnny Storm is black. I don't care that his sister is white. I don't give a fuck. The characters sucked. Just like you said when it originally came out, you did not like, the biggest thing you did not like was that they made the thing into a weapon.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
It was awful. Then they almost made Johnny Storm into
Miles Teller, the kid that played Mr. Fantastic, I would never believe him to be the smartest man on the planet.
No.
Never. He was a bumbling fool. And it's not one of those, we'll give it till the sequel. So give him 2 years to be smart?
Right?
Give him 2 years to learn smarts.
He pulled out his encyclopedia and started learning.
The fuck, man? He's got to be the smartest guy in the room right off the bat.
Yep.
That's the thing I liked about the Tim Story ones. I thought, even though you met Reed Richards and Dr. Doom basically at the same time, and you got the fact that, okay, he's going to be the bad guy, he's going to be the good guy, but they paralleled each other in their intelligence. Neither one of them seemed smarter than the other. It made a perfect adversarial conflict.
And Victor Von Doom was confident, and Reed Richards was, awkward and...
Right, like a Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And then in the Dr. Doom in this, he was a fucking... a hacker, a computer hacker.
Yeah.
You want me to believe that that's going to be the guy that grows up and owns his own country and kills everyone?
It's kind of like how they ruined the Shredder in the first Ninja Turtles one that they did. They kind of made him weak. And
in the 90s one, you mean?
No, the newer ones. They kind of made him look weak in the first one, but in the second one they made him a badass.
Yeah, I don't know why they started the first one off with him being like this old piece of shit that needed body armor. But, but we will get into this. I was supposed to send the memo out, and I didn't. So fuck you guys on your blue shirt. That's a na-na-na-na-na at you guys. So how about that? Actually, that backfired on me. That was my plan. But other than that, today, October is not the month we're in, so it's November 22nd. We are going to do, for the Wrestling Ring, a Survivor Series 2020 episode. But today is the day of Survivor Series, so if you are watching and you're noticing the 30 years of The Undertaker sign right there, if you can see it past the blurriness and the whiteness of the camera, because I don't draw dark enough. It is The Undertaker's supposedly official farewell, send-off, hasta la vista, get the fuck out of here, it's about time, bye-bye, see you later.
Yeah.
Catch you next week, probably on SmackDown. It's supposed to be Undertaker's farewell. We're not going to talk about it, other than that. So
we will on that. On the
I saw that Undertaker was on another Broken Sessions episode, which
he's doing cameo. He's charging $1,000 per cameo.
You are nuts.
I love Undertaker, but fuck you. I am not paying $1,000 to send a shout out to somebody.
And that's quite ridiculous because didn't WWE say no more third party things?
Yeah. So he's gonna do it as Mark Calloway and not as Undertaker. No, I don't want one from Mark Calloway for $1,000.
I just watched for whatever reason Darby Allin do one for like a family. It was in like the quick stories, and it was like him like, oh hey there family, blah blah blah, have a happy Halloween, blah blah blah, and then you hear someone knocking at the door, and it's like this fucking reject looking dude, and he's saying the family's name, and he's like, they're all gonna die. They're gonna go to hell. And then you just see Darby Allin kick the guy out of the doorway, and he's like, don't listen to people like that. You guys have an awesome Halloween.
See, now that's creative.
No, it's not. That's fucking retarded.
Why would you do New Jacks where he's drunk and he only does it for like 20 seconds?
That doesn't even... if I'm paying somebody to give me a shout-out, unless maybe they specifically ask for it that way, I do not want you thinking you are that creative that I want you putting a person in your video saying, me and my family is going to die and we're going to hell, and you think that's entertaining to me.
Wow.
That's not. Especially when you never see him on TV doing and saying things like that. It's always self-inflicted. It's never projected.
It could be somebody saying, do that for me. Which they do.
But that's what a waste of fucking money. People, and I gotta say it, social media, because people think I can have an OnlyFans, or I could be a YouTuber, I could do that. That's not our goal here at all. That's not my goal, was ever to set out and become like super famous or anything. But I feel people that rely solely on that type of shit or whatever, like that is just the lowest form of self-gratification I've ever seen. And I think that constantly, especially with the Selena Vega thing being talked about. I don't care what you do, but that's my opinion on it, is you can't subject women to a sexual stimulant unless she says it's okay and you're paying for it. What kind of fucking world do we live in where that's like the normal? Like I'll walk down the street and I'll say a chick is sexy, but that's catcalling her and that's sexual harassment. But go to my OnlyFans and I will send you pictures of my tits for $10 a week. Like, I don't get that mentality at all.
Yeah.
I just don't. And like Selena Vega, she's doing $30 a month, but no nudes or anything.
It's going to be just cosplay stuff.
And because I only listened to this on the Conan podcast there, and he was saying, Disco was saying, he's like, I know porn stars that do OnlyFans for $5 a month. And they'll virtually fuck you.
And they're making millions of dollars doing it.
And it's like, yeah, like, where is this mentality of, like, just because I'm an attractive person? I don't know. I just don't get this world. I want it to end.
You know what they call it sometimes? Thirst trap.
That's a thing?
Yeah. It's...
I just found out because of, what's the black chick that debuted on AEW for Shaq?
Jade Cargill.
Okay. I didn't realize Brandy called her a heifer.
Yeah.
I just...
Heffa.
Yeah. Yep.
Rocco's Modern Life.
No!
Not that kind of heifer.
But either way, right? When I was reading through the comments, because I'm like, all right, well, who's this Jade bitch? Maybe somebody can have a link to set me up to something, right? Whatever. And so the first thing I read was, this heifer has got me loving it, or something. I'm like, is that a compliment?
What is that?
Okay, I'm gonna get to that point.
What the hell
So then
is
I read the next comment, and someone says the same thing. And I'm like, are they insulting her? What the fuck is a heifer?
Yeah.
Because if I call a woman a heifer, it's
A fat cow.
It's a cow, yeah.
apparently slang term now. You call a woman a heifer, that means like a bad bitch.
Oh.
How the fuck do you go and you... But here, I'm going to say this right now on the podcast. If we can turn an insulting word like heifer, that used to mean big, fat, anybody, into now somebody that's badass, then I'm right now turning the word nigger into a positive, and it means you're an awesome person.
Oh,
It makes the porch monkey argument in Clerks 2 sound plausible.
We're not ready for those discussions.
Right.
But heifer
Bring it back.
means a badass something. I'm like,
Wow.
what the fuck is this society we live in?
It's creating your own reality whenever you want.
Everybody's becoming a star. I don't know if that's what I'm trying to say, but I just hate this world. I want to move to like Guatemala and fuck banana goats or something. Is that a thing? A banana goat?
I don't know.
I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna fuck it.
You could make a banana goat with banana, like, out of paper
I will
mache.
fuck a banana and I will be the goat. You do that. Put the
Banana goat.
So now that you're all on board with the podcast today, ladies and gentlemen,
If you still are.
I want to eat. So before we play the movie, it's only an hour and a half.
Oh.
Cool. Dave is the only one that was prepared. I see this name here. That's exactly who I've always thought too. I've always thought the same thing for him. But we will do, before we play the movie, because I kind of want to watch a little of it.
I wish I had known I would have done it too.
You think of it right now on the spot. You have plenty of time.
Or maybe what I say will spark some...
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'll try.
we will start this off. I'll wait and play this until I've consumed... What?
What?
What am I consuming?
A big fucking dick, apparently.
Hot dog.
Who the fuck's a big fucking dick?
Oh god, here comes the
Don't
nuts.
forget the nuts.
He's got a lot of nuts.
I like
They're
nuts
tiny
on my
little
ice
There's little
cream.
nuts, yeah.
I heard you like nuts
He likes the
down your mouth.
He definitely likes the salty nuts.
Yes.
I don't mind a nut down my mouth.
I was told that you don't have a great day until there has been mass amounts of nuts
And you have
dipped
to,
in your
you
mouth.
have to swallow them.
Right, you gargle them.
God, help me.
And then you're good to go.
I do gargle mouthwash, but never nuts.
I think there's a brand of mouthwash out there that's like called Nuts. And that's
You're
what
nuts.
That's what you gargle. You want to gargle these? And the brand is Nuts.
Oh,
That's what
man.
it's called. But we'll kick it off to the
it.
deadly one as I consume a big fucking dick, apparently.
In between two buns.
I've never had a dick any other way. I don't know how to
Spread
take
the
it.
buns now.
There's a little mustard, spicy brown mustard, and a little bit of... They don't have any other variants of ketchup that I know of, so just ketchup. But Dave is going to go and give us his rundown of who he thinks... Who his Fantastic Four fan cast would be.
Alright, so for Dr. Doom, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Wow. Cool.
If you're looking for me to say something,
I just kind of, I thought he could pull that off. Reed Richards, I don't know if it's Killian or Cillian Murphy from 28 Days Later.
Mhm.
I think he played Scarecrow in Batman. Right?
Oh. Who would he be again?
Reed Richards.
Reed Richards. Cool.
For Johnny Storm, Zac Efron.
We've talked about that.
Ben Grimm, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
I could see it if they wanted to do cartoony.
Yeah.
I can't take him serious in
No.
fucking anything. Even serious movies. I'm watching The Gambler, I'm like, get the fuck out of the movie.
And Sue Storm, Brooklyn Decker, the blonde from Battleship.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't see that
In
at all.
the Just Do It movie.
No way, she has way too big of tits.
She has huge, yeah.
Yeah, no, she's way too supermodel.
But I like it. I like her.
But for I figure for a story, they left planet Earth before Hulk and Thor and Iron Man and all that stuff, trying to find the source of what gave them their powers, and they end up in Sakaar. And because time works differently in Sakaar, they have no idea what's going on with anything, with the Avengers, with any of that. And so they don't know who Hulk is, so they have no concept of him being, the Grandmaster's champion and shit.
Oh, yeah. But
But they find out that people ended up leaving, so they find a way to get out, so then they come back after the snap, after all that stuff. So they come back after all that.
My only loopholes with those, and they would absolutely be, if that was a movie, would be when did they leave? What year?
07.
Okay, then where were they prior to any of the Captain Marvel? They would have been intensively involved with S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't think that Reed Richards is the smartest guy on the planet from when S.H.I.E.L.D. started, like in the 90s, for another 17 years, them not get called into action of, especially now knowing, we know in the 90s that S.H.I.E.L.D. knows about outer space. So with your thing, this could be it. I could piggyback off of this. S.H.I.E.L.D. knows that there's life in outer space, so they've been making steps, not NASA, but their own steps to get to outer space, right?
Sure.
They're first people to do it. Fantastic. Well, they would be if they did this war, but those characters then go to space, then go to try to see what's out there to prepare for what could come and get us. I think that would be another plot hole, is them being on Sakaar. Because there's no way with what
Is Sakaar just like a wormhole?
I don't know what we really know of it, other than it's just like a big melting pot.
It's like a dumpster.
I'm just going to call it a melting pot of different cultures of the universe. But what we know about Sakaar is Grandmaster has his fingers on everything on that planet. So there's no way that 4 superpowered beings would not have been snagged right up and put into his tournament prior. Because if people like Beta Ray Bill were in it, so I mean, Thor fell to the Earth, and how long did it take for Valkyrie to get there? Or not Earth, but fell to the planet.
Oh,
and she was there.
Minutes.
Okay.
So it would be too hard from what we've know from the MCU, how they presented things, to see that. But I could see them going in between the Captain Marvel and before Iron Man. So that prequel kind of deal.
I like that idea.
Yep.
A lot.
I could see that. Nick Fury or whoever else, the higher-ups. Hank Pym, throw him in there. What the fuck is her name? Carter? Throw her in there when she was a little bit... Yeah. Throw them in there showing that these people all know each other. They work together, blah, blah, blah. Fantastic Four go to outer space. Get sucked through the devil's anus, which brings them to Sakaar. Could have them land on that planet. That's where, going through that, they get their powers through that. Because it's not going to affect Thor or Loki, because they're already super beings, right?
Right.
It's not going to affect Hulk, because he's already been through the radiation, so you can use that as, well, why didn't anything happen to them when they came through the portals or whatever? They were still normal. Well, they weren't just human. They were super beings.
Right.
So it could affect the Fantastic Four. There's your origin right there, giving them their powers. Let their movie be them on Sakaar trying to get off. They break away from the Grand Wizard, the Grandmaster. He has Beta Ray Bill at that time. He uses him as, well, he's my champion. He's got to stop these guys. Then you get like a cool fight between Beta Ray Bill and like Thing.
Yes.
And that's your prequel to the next time you see Sakaar is, okay, no wonder Grandmaster's got lock and key on shit. Because we know what happened to him previously. Got his ass kicked by this team of 4 people that look like Thor, that are humanized, but he's not going to take it lightly. And next time he sees someone like Thor, he's going to treat him like an asshole. And
I was just thinking, because the time difference there, that it could
is there a time difference?
Yeah, he said, the Grandmaster said time works differently here, and he said, I'd be this many years old, but he never really said it, like his brain trailed off.
I mean, yeah, I get that. But, again, if I'm logically thinking, the 2 loopholes would be, where were they previously from the 90s to 07? And
they've never been mentioned.
Right. That's why, even with my thought process of, say they were in the quantum realm. I forget how the fuck I even said they got there at one point. They were traveling. I don't even know, but it all intermingles. It goes back to they don't need to, I guess. Especially now with the multiverse. You could just say, boom, here's this fucking universe. They existed over here. They just never existed in this universe. Yeah. So that's a simple way of doing it. But like I always thought, like, all right, they're in that quantum realm. They have explicitly shown you that there is there is a time difference with that being Scott Lang being in there and coming out looking exactly like he did previously. Where everybody else is aged.
How many minutes? Like 5 minutes is 5 years or something?
Something basic like that, I think they say. Yeah, it's nothing like crazy, but yeah. So you could have the Fantastic Four from the 60s working with Hank Pym on, well, my wife, she went into the quantum realm and I need you fuckfaces to help me do it. That's my Hank Pym. He's a miserable
He's a surly old bastard.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, he's pissed. He's hitting Hope and everything, putting cigarettes on the back of her neck.
Oh,
yeah, going and having sex in strip clubs with men.
She's hot.
She's not the sexiest.
She's one of them.
I need a 10-mile trail of shit to see where it came from if I'm not being too
She's one of them.
But yeah, and then they go into the quantum realm. Them, Doctor Doom, or Victor. They get stuck there. The radiation, whatever the fuck it is, gives you superpowers because even in Ant-Man 2, Hope, or Janet even says, I'm not the same as I was. Which, you know where I'm going. I've already told you this. Janet Van Doom, or Von Doom. Instead of Janet...
Van Dyne.
Janet Von Doom.
Whoa.
That whole time she was in the quantum realm, you saw the city, I showed it to you.
Yeah.
That's Latveria.
Oh, crap.
She was used by Dr. Doom.
Was in there.
Yeah, like big time Doom. Because where are these people just going to come from?
Yeah.
Because even with my theory, okay, they existed back in the 60s, well, why the fuck have they not been mentioned? Yeah, you can get away with what you did with Captain Marvel and just shoehorn her in there.
Yep.
And you can say that, he's always kept stuff close to the vest, so he might not mention Captain Marvel, but he's going to mention other people. He's going to keep one to himself.
But even in a deleted scene for Iron Man 1, Nick Fury steps in frame and he goes, with this world of men in iron suits, people that crawl on walls and mutants or something, however he said it. I mean, I know they didn't know what the fuck they really were going to do back then, like they do now.
Oh, yeah, that was one.
But I take all of that stupid shit into consideration big time on how these stories interlock.
That was the coolest.
Do you have any... Is that it? Did you...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you do... Or you didn't do one because you're a piece of shit.
I'm going to bring this up. And I know you hate it, but there's a theory that at some point maybe John Krasinski and Emily Blunt...
I hate it.
They might be...
I hate it. Go make a quiet place. I hate it. I hate it. You big goofy-eared fuck and your stupid cross-eyed looking wife. I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I'm not saying I like the idea, but I think that
he's not saying he hates it.
I don't hate it.
I don't like it. Why? Because they're Hollywood's cutest couple?
Yeah.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm.
Dude.
Give it to me, Daddy!
No, they hate each other, dude.
Yeah, well, they didn't really like each other in the first one of this one either.
No, like
things got reconciled at the end.
Oh, well, she beats him, so...
Well, not according to the law. They favored over her than him.
I can't believe that.
And you know the thing that's crazy? Warner Brothers made him leave the Fantastic fucking of the Animal Beasts movie. Did you watch the Grindel Hall?
No,
I didn't like those at all.
I thought the first movie was awful. But when I knew Johnny Depp was at the end of it, I was like, he got me going.
I love Johnny.
But now that he's not going to be Grindelwald, or what the fuck is his name?
Grindelwald?
Grindelwald, yeah.
Grindelwald.
Poor Johnny Depp.
But they made him resign from that role, and there's rumors that they're going to give Amber Heard like some kind of spin-off thing on Hulu for her Mira character in Aquaman. I could be totally wrong on that, but I did read something.
Jason Momoa punches her.
A lot of people are saying they're going to boycott Aquaman 2 if she's in it.
That blows my mind. That's sexism. That's favoritism. I don't know what isms it is. Probably retardism. The forefront.
Yeah, it is, but you know what?
I want to thank you for not putting that in my fridge and leaving it.
Women.
I had
It's nuts.
Well,
There is a thing. There is such thing as women abusing men, and people have to.
Right, I was abused once by a woman. She sucked my dick and never called me back.
That's not what I meant.
I was used. My feeling. What do you mean?
That wasn't what I meant.
Well, and a lot of guys are taught.
Like physically, like.
It physically was in her mouth.
One of these days.
A lot of guys are taught not to hit a woman, so you're not going to fight back, and you're not going to report that a woman's been beating you.
Right, it's emasculating. Emasculating, yeah.
I don't even know if it's that as much as it's just get over it. I'll hit you two then, bitch. Come here.
Just get over it.
I mean, I've been hit by a handful of women. I got 2 teeth knocked out by one, and it gave me a hard-on. So... That's a problem we're having in society.
You're like Stewie Griffin when he starts getting spanked. You're like,
ooh. But for real, we all are sick and we have fantasies, and maybe some of us just don't like to cope with them in the right ways.
Yeah.
So we go out and look to get beat. Some guys like to get peed on. Isn't that a thing?
Oh.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I know
Some guys like dominatrixes. And shit,
I like to be dominated every night. Not like kicked in the balls with high heels or straw stuck down my dick and blown into. Ew. Can you imagine your... But I like getting... Oh. Yeah, alright. I got the fucking hot iron on in there, bitch. Go get that. Fucking even it out now.
Go get the hair straightener. Put it on my...
I got the metal fucking clothesline sitting in the fireplace. Or, well, not clotheslines, but clothes hangers sitting in a fireplace. Go grab those.
Oh, man.
I'm not that
It's
sick.
like Wu-Tang Clan stuff right there. I'm gonna fucking...
I know.
So your ass will keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
This show, we don't even know where we're at anymore.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Oh yeah, it's like an interlude to one of their songs.
Yeah,
Like torture, motherfucker, torture.
You know how like Eminem did his things like...
It's on their first album, Enter the 36 Chambers.
Wow.
Yeah. They're gangster, man.
Dude, that's hardcore. Too much.
I don't know, I think they're pretty gangster. I'm white.
For Ben Grimm, though, and Johnny, I don't even know. I like the Zac Efron for Johnny. I really do.
That's where I'm going to Zac Efron. My Ben Grimm has always been John Cena. I think. But again, he can be cartoony.
Yeah.
Because I can see him being serious. It's like the Mark Wahlberg thing. I see both of them as like the same idea.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But both of them could be executed horribly.
Yeah. No, I could see Cena. I could see Cena in that role, but it all depends on, like you said, which way they go.
Exactly.
With it.
Sue Storm. I know I used to have a list of this shit. I don't know.
I'll
I'll go with Olivia Wilde. Because I think she's sexy. And I'd love to see the inside of her ass.
Ask, what's his name?
Can't anymore. They're not together. Isn't that crazy?
Same.
I don't give a flying fuck about celebrity relationships, but that one got me in the gut. Because that gave hope to all of us.
Yeah, she was out of his league.
He's 10 years older than her. Tell me that's not even more out of her league.
Sudeikis, man. What happened?
Jesus Christ, man. You gave me hope.
Wow.
But that would be my Sue Storm and my Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, you know who would be a good Sue Storm?
Who?
Star Wars Into the Dark, or Star Trek Into the Darkness. The blonde
that
girl.
little Eve Alice or Alice Eve?
Yes.
She was so hot in that. I pause it every time it gets to that one scene where she's in her underwear and shit, and then I'm like, the movie's over, right? Isn't the movie over after this?
The movie's over, so you
turn
just
it off.
leave it paused.
Then when I go and watch the third one, I'm like, what the fuck
I haven't watched
did
it.
I miss?
Discovery? No.
That's like Starship Troopers
No.
when they're all showering and you're like, there's a movie after this?
Right. There's more movie after the movie.
Starship Troopers when the women are showering with the guys and you're like, there's a movie after? What?
Yeah.
I want to go watch a guy get his brain sucked out by a big pink...
Why is Neil Patrick in the guy's shower?
He is in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Why is he on his knees?
It's all co-ed. It's all a co-ed thing, which for him it was probably like, this is cool.
Neil, get off
It's like
your knees!
a smorgasbord in here.
It's kind of like one of these. This is kind of what it was like for Neil. Oh, no, back in the towel you go. And then he was like, oh, can we shoot that scene again? Yeah, every time people kept saying, Neil, he kept going, what? They're like, no, your name, Neil, not Neil. He's down on his hands and kneels.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to think, what the fuck did I watch eat hot dogs like that?
I don't eat hot dogs for that reason, and I don't like them.
These are good.
I'm not
been a
fan.
Oh,
no.
I don't know who my Mr. Fantastic would be other than Tom Hanks. I'll go with Harry Styles, because I don't know anything about him, and I don't even know if he's a person. Is that a guy?
Styles?
Yeah, is that a guy? Isn't that a thing?
Isn't he from One Direction?
I don't know. I just heard his name once. I don't know who he is.
He's a singer.
Hey,
I'll Google him.
Taking a shot in the dark, baby. Giving someone a chance out there.
What about Dr. Doom?
Dr. Doom. This is my boogaboo.
Yeah, this is Harry Styles. From One Direction.
Yeah! Cut his hair. Fuck it. At least he's not, I'm gonna say, at least he's not black or Asian, so I'm keeping my ethnicities right.
I could see that maybe, yeah.
Well, I don't care. Fuck
That's
it.
awesome.
I didn't know who he was.
Just randomly pulled the name out of your ass. That's great.
I heard his name in an interview, and I'm like, I don't know who that fuck it is. I'm not gonna give a shit.
Oh, I love it.
And, but my Dr. Doom, I'm always particular on, if I was introduced to a character in a cartoon when I was a kid that had an accent, it sticks with me. By examples of that I feel like are missed opportunities was Alfred Molina. Even though Doc Ock in the cartoon was presented to me as like Austrian or German, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, Alfred Molina is not either one of those. I think he's like Italian British or some shit. I think it still would have been really cool, and it would have given you representation if he kept his fucking British accent.
Right.
Like, why does he have to be American? Because he would have sounded so much more sinister when he was like, the power of the sun. I can't do an accent.
I harness the sun.
The power of the sun in my hands.
Yeah.
You're going
like
into
Russian.
Schwarzenegger on
Yeah.
that
Well,
one.
I said he was Austrian or something. I don't know.
Austrian.
He's like German in the games or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spider-Man!
He's wicked American in the game, too.
In the new one?
Yeah.
They have a new Spider-Man Lego set coming out. I'll find an image of it. They are 100% taking from that game and making characters from that game. Doc Ock, even though he doesn't have the bald piece, he looks exactly like the PlayStation 4 version.
Cool.
His outfit is identical.
Cool.
And they have a shit ton of new Marvel Legos coming out next year that look pretty sweet. But I'm not going to talk about that.
That game is so big. Like,
The Spider-Man one?
I played it for like 6 hours, and I just did side quests.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point of those. But
God.
my Dr. Doom
Love it.
would have to be someone with an accent, but also I want him to take the mask off and it not to be a Darth Vader moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like the Jeffrey Dean Morgan a lot because he can be imposing, but I don't find his voice intimidating.
Maybe he could change it up a little bit, or...
I mean, seeing him as Negan, that's probably the most badass character he's ever played in any show. He talks like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He doesn't talk like a
villain.
A character. He just talks like himself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like even like the comedian in Watchmen. He was Jeffrey Dean Morgan in that. Just rated R. Like, you know, alright, just be you, but just do...
Yeah.
Hit the bullet points, like wrestling almost. But I think... I can't think of his name right now. Silva. 007. What the fuck is his name?
Oh, No Country for Old Men.
Yes.
What's his name?
No.
You just Googled Harry Styles. Google this guy.
Oh,
Somewhere.
man. I think I... Wow.
I can't think of it. Skyfall is my favorite James Bond movie of all time.
Wow, it's really good. Hey, you know what I saw? 10 Cloverfield Lane, finally.
It's good, right?
Oh my god.
John Goodman's fantastic in that.
I loved it. That girl is from frickin'
Javier Bardem.
There we go.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I could see someone like him being a Dr. Doom because I've seen him be sinister enough in that James Bond movie when he kills his own girlfriend to know he can play a heartless monster. But also, in that same movie, he's so fucking intelligent, I can see him playing one of the smartest characters in the MCU. Like, he's got an accent. When if he took the helmet off, he has a face that's like, put the helmet back on. You're not really that good looking. Because the whole thing, Dr. Doom does have, at certain times throughout the comics, a disheveled face. That's why he wears the mask over at certain times.
What do you think about a guy like Christoph Waltz, the guy from Inglourious Basterds?
That's who I've always thought, and I was going to say him. That's who I've always thought would do a perfect voice for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's a midget.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's 5 foot nothing. I don't want to see him.
He's got the demeanor and the voice.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Because I remember talking on a comment section like 2 years ago when this... No, I don't think that movie was coming out. I think they were talking... Oh, it was when the rights got bought, or back to Marvel. And people were doing their fan casting or whatever, and I said the same thing. I was like, Someone said something, and I said, Christoph Waltz's voice is so menacing, but he's a midget.
Yeah.
Like in Inglourious Basterds, he was funny in certain spots, but he was so fucking sinister the rest of the time.
Oh, yeah.
That it made sense.
Yep. I don't disagree.
I love watching that movie.
And then an honorary mention, Mole Man would be Danny DeVito.
Oh, Mole Man.
That's all I got. Other than that, we've gone, Jesus Christ, almost an hour into this already. 44 fucking minutes. We've been rambling. It's time to get the show going. Here we go.
Wait, what about, Ron Howard's brother? The creepy guy?
Clint Howard?
Yeah.
Why would he be in it?
He'd be Mole Man.
Oh.
Maybe. I love it.
We're going to skip this because this is the trailer.
Oh, wow.
Here we go. We can have the volume up because we won't get sued because I think everybody would be glad we're just watching it.
Yeah. This might actually be good for the movie.
Actually, I want to turn it up too.
This is actually good for this movie. Us watching it and talking about it.
Yeah, actually, you're probably right because I don't think very many are going to. But here we are with the Fantastic Four opening sequence. Fantastic Four, I don't know the year they came around, but they are Marvel's first family. They should be treated as such. That's why I think it's a big deal
Disney.
that they got them back. Now, that does not mean because they are Marvel's first family that they need to be Marvel's first family-friendly family.
Yeah.
I love both. I do. I absolutely love both of these Tim Story Fantastic Four movies. I saw both of them in theaters. I wasn't a huge fan of the way they did Galactus, but I'm not even going to pretend like I understand movies and the budgets, but knowing the little I do know, I understand why they didn't do a big CGI fucking Galactus.
Yeah.
It would have looked stupid. It wouldn't have fit.
Really bad.
So to have it be basically Galactus be a giant space storm that sucked up planets, fuck whatever. You know what? That's pretty cool. When you look, to think there is honestly a movie where Dr. Doom teams up with the Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer to fight Galactus.
Yeah.
That's a real movie.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna praise it because it's amazing, but it is good. Honestly, I actually really do like these first two movies a lot.
It's really.
They were in between. They came out 2003 and like 2000. No, I don't think it was 2003. It's 2005 and 2007. But they came out right around the time when comic book movies were becoming a big deal, or they had started to become a big deal.
X-Men and all that. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know. I've always enjoyed the Fantastic Four. I know they're like one of your favorites.
Yeah.
You used to wear the hat all the time.
Nope.
There was something I was just specifically going to say, and I can't think of it now. But I don't know when the Fantastic Four originally came around, what year it was. I'm not even going to pretend. But,
I always loved Thing.
Why?
Like, out of the four. Because I thought he was, he is the strongest one. And
You think so?
I do. I like the big, burly, I could punch you through the wall kind of guy.
You think he's the strongest?
Yeah.
Why? You don't think Mr. Fantastic could beat him?
No.
What would What would the Thing do to Mr. Fantastic to immobilize him? What could he put... With all of his physical strength, what are you going to do to someone that's made out of silly putty? Are you going to squeeze him real hard?
Yeah,
Are you going to step on him? Are you going to break him in half? Are you going to stretch him? I would have to say Mr. Fantastic's the strongest, in my honest opinion.
Yeah?
I would. Because...
Okay, yeah.
Like, if he fought all three of them, now does Sue Storm, does she have telekinesis? Or she could just turn invisible and make, like, shields, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so if I'm going off of just the minimum, all he'd have to do is, if he can get close enough to her, because what is she going to do to him other than put him in a bubble? But, okay, that doesn't make you the strongest, just you're creative. But him, he could go up, wrap himself around her, and smother her to death. Okay, now Johnny Storm, what was he going to do against fire? Well, rubber is kind of resistant to some extent to his flame. So I would imagine he could probably extinguish him at some point. All you got to do is just stretch yourself out real quick and smother him.
Or just go around him so fast that
you put him out.
Put him out, yeah.
And then Thing, they showed it in the movie. He just stretched him and stiffened his body out, and Thing couldn't break free of it until Reed Richards loosened his body up because he was in such knots. No, I'm not saying like he would kill, like the strongest to kill them, but I think he's the strongest in the ability to... He's like the Batman. He's got the gadgets and the tools to take down all the Justice League members.
I mean...
But I would agree, Thing is probably the strongest in physical strength. Yeah, oh yeah. But I'm going to nitpick it, because that's what I do. Here we are with
I get it.
Doctor.
And a lot of people don't know that's the dad from Punky Brewster, and also he's the commandant in the Police Academy movies.
The only reason a lot of people don't know that is because no one's really ever watched this movie to know he was in this to know. But there's your Reed Richards. Looks like a Reed Richards.
Yeah.
And your Ben Grimm right next to him.
Did anyone love Punky Brewster?
I did not watch it because it seemed pretty,
I did enjoy Punky Brewster when I was a kid.
pretty lame for me, I thought. I was all about that white man that owned those two black boys. Different strokes, anyone?
Oh.
You guys are like leaving me hanging like, what the fuck show you think I'm talking about? I don't know the point of this movie. Well, I've never seen them in a college.
Is he just doing that guy's homework?
No, I think they're devising a plan so they go to space or something. But from what I know, the origins of the Fantastic Four is they go to outer space just for research purposes, basically like in the Tim Story one, and they get caught into a omega radiation or whatever the fuck they called it, which, I mean, Jesus, all you really got to do is just watch the Tim Story first one, and it's like
they do good exposition on that. Yeah.
I mean, it is. I used the word. It's cheesy, but it was fantastic. You can clearly tell that is Dr. Doom. Like, these people look like they should.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Rick Grimes, doesn't he?
Okay.
Rick Grimes and Shane, high school days. Come on, Shane, I'm gonna fuck Lori. Let me get her tonight after prom. You had her last year. That's my kid, Rick. Carl's gonna be my kid. And that baby inside your wife, that's my kid too.
And that baby in you is mine too.
And then that's when he raped him. You went there, I was gonna finish it, fuck it. We go big or we go home, and sometimes we go home.
Rick's like, I knew something wasn't right.
I knew it wasn't right when I didn't have my gun holster on me, and he still put it inside. Here we go, playing Space Invader. That doesn't look like a real game at all.
No, that looks like a cartoon.
That's a wicked cheesy.
You couldn't get asteroids.
Does it ever get a game over, or just explosion screen?
Just explosion screens. Oh, no, you get little tips of penises shooting lasers.
It looks like Missile Command, but like a really shitty version.
It really does look like, yeah.
Looks like Monty Python drew a fucking video game.
Schoolhouse
Look at him, he's
Rock.
still pressing all the buttons and shit as the fucking screen was blowing up.
It's like when you hand a little kid a controller that's not plugged in, so they think they're playing.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So what was this place? Mrs. Storm's Home
Boarding
for Wayward
house.
Children?
Yeah.
Aren't you coming with us, Reed?
Okay, I know her
That's
from
a hot
some stuff, but I
story.
don't know.
These are the two little kids. This is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
That's Sam Neill and there's Laura Dern. That's the little girl and
I
that's
know her. She's in a movie. Oh my god.
I don't know any of these people in this
I know her
house.
too, I just can't place where
Yeah.
I know her from.
She's like in a school. She's like a little bitch.
Yo, this is like
She
Juno
makes me
now.
think Rookie of the Year. She's one of the students in Rookie of the Year.
I've never watched it. I don't like baseball.
Can't remember now.
Well, welcome to the first time we've made it to the Power Rangers supervillain set.
Yeah, got work to do after class.
One problem, Victor.
How do they just build that themselves? That's the one thing I was like. Are these scientist men that fucking innovative that they know how to weld
Right?
and build these fucking contraptions?
Are they Donatello from the Ninja Turtles and just grabbing shit out of the sewer to make gadgets with?
Right. That seems MacGyver.
Right.
Legit. This is like, all right, you ordered all this shit specifically, but you're keeping everything a secret. So who assembles this?
Right.
I always wonder that, and almost like, I don't know, in everything I see where it's like super high tech. Like that's so super villainy.
Yeah.
Who built that?
Yeah.
That looks like one of Doc Ock's arms, his hands.
I can see why they didn't release this though.
So that's Victor and Reed.
No, that's Sue and Ben.
Uh-oh.
What are you dropping?
I'm not.
About time
he's
you nuts
dropping it.
dropped.
Just one though.
Just one.
I don't remember. Do they go into actual space in this? I don't. Oh, well, don't tell you on the back. Oh, that's right. We watched a little bit of
They
this.
hired Tim Burton for that one scene.
to open that up.
What do you do, Tim?
Everybody's just happens to be outside in the dark right now.
They're at a
Wow.
rave. It's strobe light. They're at a rave.
Reed, it's a robot penis. I know. I see it.
Makes me think of Howard the Duck. The
Yeah,
thing
it's
that,
just-
that
Yeah.
brought
Yeah,
the
it's
monster down.
The cheesiness, though.
I was listening to Tim Robbins on Gilbert Gottfried's podcast, and they were talking about Howard the Duck and how
Yeah.
hard it was to make that movie.
That's kind of cool. I'd like to listen to that. I'm surprised Tim Robbins isn't in more shit.
I think he's pretty picky about what he does.
Well, I would be too after being in Green Lantern. Probably someone said, This, Tim! This will be your next Shawshank! You won't need any more redemption! And now that's all he's fucking looking for. He's like, I'd rather go back to the prison scene where I'm getting raped before I started doing the fucking tax man's taxes.
This does
Yeah, no.
feel like Power Rangers. It really does.
Yeah. And see, the thing, I don't understand why it wasn't released, because I've seen cheesier movies than this.
It's
Who's
like
this guy? Who's this
And why is he
hero?
running intensely like he knows
He's
something?
Captain America.
It's like some of this is
That's Ben Grimm.
the Japanese
Oh.
footage of Power Rangers, and then the American actors are put into it.
To dub it over.
Yeah.
But I don't see why, like, you couldn't have put this on, like, a TV special.
Right.
Right.
Like, I would laugh if this comes out on Disney Plus. That would be fucking funny.
I don't think you will ever see this on an actual release ever. Oh, Dr. Doom's getting fucked. See how his face is all fucked?
Wow. Victor! Grab out of some rubber!
I do like the intensity of it, though.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't have done that, because electricity travels through
Grab onto his
conduits
belt
like that.
that has a metal buckle on it.
I would have grabbed Reed and left.
Yeah.
You know, if a cow's on fire just because I'm hungry and want some steak doesn't mean I'm running and taking a bite. I'm getting out of the barn. You know? And he's like, well, now my friend and the other dude's dead.
Yep. Dang.
Looks like fucking Tommy Gunn. You need me for Rocky 5? I'll be there. You want a street fight, a shitty one at that? I'll be there too. You want me for Creed 3? No? Okay. I'll go away. There's There's no words. What do you not? How do you not say something in that? I stub my toe, and I say every word but anything that's nice. This fucking guy gets electrocuted, and he just looks at him with... and walks away.
Just unspoken.
Fucking crackhead Downey Jr. here. Iron Man. I'm more like Brass Man. They made an outfit made out of...
Birds were too severe.
I'm heroin, man.
Yeah, he's underneath there. Oh, is he? Can I lift the blink? No. It's like you'd think they fucked. I mean, I get your best friends and shit.
It's Sam and Frodo, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that episode you watched of the Return of the King was not the end of it. This is the conclusion, where Sam and Frodo went.
Guys.
Wow.
Like Pee Wee Herman being an orderly.
That was so weird. But did you see he had his mask on for the 2020 outbreak? I'm really proud of that.
Oh, that's so weird.
He's gonna cry? Well, fucking...
Lou Ferrigno, I didn't know he was
Right.
in
I
this
feel like I
movie.
got a rock in my gut.
Hey, I know I look like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but I'm not. Like, my thing... How does Sue get affected by all this now?
Yeah.
Banging Reed Richards.
There's no love triangle.
That's all I'm thinking. Radiation.
Right.
You shouldn't have porked his pickle. 'Cause
Sexually transmitted.
that motherfucker's face looks worse off. Let's pump him full of 150 cc's of LSD and tell him he's a dragon and let's see what happens.
10 years
10
later.
years? What the fuck?
Wow.
That was a snap. If Ben Grimm is the rock monster by now, I'm going to be like, come on. Or if he's not, I'm going to be like, come on. It took 10 years for him to be a rock monster?
10 years.
And he's already... I'm sorry, but if you go...
Where did they get an iMac from? What?
Hey, look, he's got gray. He's got gray here.
Well, because it's been 10 years. He aged. Fucking...
This movie's awful already.
I love that it's all that's supposed to be futuristic, you know, the chairs and all that stuff. And
Well, Ben Grimm, sure, you got a big dude to do it, but he's from like Yonkers or Yancey Street. He's a New Yorker. Look at him. He's not a fucking...
Looks like just like a regular meathead that you'd see at a local
Right!
gym.
Like, Reed Richards is the villain, and that's his goon, and he's telling him, look, after we drink this tea, you gotta go find Sue. Punch her square in the fucking mouth. Look, now he's there to do it. Watch.
Bam!
There's Sue, and BAM! Ben Grimm, bitch! There he is!
Oh my god! He
gonna
should
put-
not. Oh, he should not open his mouth.
He reminds me of the white
Go.
version of Tony Montana's buddy there. What's his name?
Manny.
Manny. He reminds me of a white Manny.
He looks like Simple Jack from fucking Tropic Thunder. That's what he looks like.
He does have a Down syndrome thing going on. And it absolutely has to do with the whole face. Please.
Is that the full retard?
Yeah.
Reed.
Simple Jack.
These kids.
There's Johnny.
Oh no.
There's Johnny. What's up? What's up, Pops?
You are right. That's so weird. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I gotta put a pause on this for a minute. You said it in the beginning, and I didn't believe you when you said it.
What?
When they went to Mrs. Storm's house for wayward, lost, abandoned kids, I thought the old bitch that answered the door was Sue. I didn't realize the two kids were going to be Johnny and Sue. I thought this was a house for wayward kids, that they were wayward.
Right.
So now you're telling me,
Wow.
10 years ago she was what, 13 and he was fucking 30? You know, I'm going with this. I'm going right into the fucking Buddy Murphy and fucking Alea Mysterio shit. She's now what, 23?
Maybe, yeah.
And he's fucking 50?
50. Wow.
And I still ain't got a rock monster 10 years later. How do the other two get the radiation? Like, or maybe that was only Doom's origin.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yep.
Well, that's fucking, there's a reason I put We're Doomed up there. There's a reason I did that. Because we are doomed because
Wow,
of this.
I was guessing about that. Okay.
But I did not realize until you just said that was Johnny, and I'm like, oh, he's got a point. That must mean the other one was Sue.
So that little prick playing games was...
And now he's being a pedophile, in a way. Not in the legal ways, because I would fuck her, but he knew her as a child. That's the difference.
He did.
I watched her grow up.
Right. I kissed you on the cheek when you were 11 in hopes that you'd suck my cock when you were 23.
I was waiting for you to be a babysitter and be old enough.
Your mom promised you to me! What the fuck? But she's sexy, but he's creepy now. Now you're creepy, Reed Richards. He's definitely Johnny Storm, and I dig it. And now he wants to grab their asses like a big fucking creepy monkey.
I'll take both of you.
Right. I'll suck your dick while I eat your ass.
Come live with me and sleep
I'm
with
giving
my
this
dad.
clobbering time a whole new meaning.
But Mama don't look any older.
No.
See,
Take
now if
her
that was
away.
Mrs. Storm, you should have had Mr. Storm in the beginning as well to let me know that those are the parents of the eventual grown-up versions of the children. I was not understanding that. Ooh. Now listen to Dune talk.
Requested on the dice.
Perfect.
Huh?
What?
Now,
What was that?
I'm going to rewind it because we can do this in the magic of movies. Were those his doctors?
Yeah.
Those are his doctors that are now his henchmen.
Yep.
Which gives the weird look in the elevator more meaning.
I wonder if we'll see that they
Weren't
knew
they the
him
ones
prior.
playing chess outside the college too?
That's a good point.
So they've been following them.
But why?
Yeah.
Because now you're telling me you expected there to be a horrible experiment gone wrong.
Sabotage.
You planned that.
Yeah.
For who? For 10 years to hide in a metal can?
Were you the guys that bought all that shit for them to do the experiment with and set it all up?
I'm seeing a lot of holes here. Quite a lot.
Like in my story.
Now, Doom, what do you think? What do you think of these thoughts?
Perfect.
What?
Huh?
He loves them.
What did you
When,
say?
where, how hard, what?
Did you say murder? Did you say hurt me?
He said Murphy.
What did he say?
Drop
Ask him, huh? Because that's not suspicious. The guy getting out of the truck with a gun.
He said I am Iron Man. He said it really
Oh,
fast.
yeah.
Really? Huh.
Oh my god!
Who got the
Now, I don't know if this is
The
Mole Man.
leprechaun.
I don't know if this is Mole Man or not.
cool?
You'll never steal me, pot of gold.
Or me, Lucky Charms! Well, you know what? You talked about Ninja Turtles creating shit in the sewers.
There
Let's
you go.
get to it.
What's in this thing?
I want him to talk like a moron. He just hit a woman! Oh, it's the blind bitch.
Yup.
It's Alicia Masters.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
But did you hear him? At first he yelled right at her. He did too. Like,
What? Look out!
watch out, you fucking blind bitch!
What are you doing? Put me down!
I'm gonna rape you.
Yeah, who picks
Pretty
up
much.
a woman like that?
You're safe with me.
Last time I did that to a woman, I got shot.
She's hot.
She doesn't know. She has no
Who
fucking...
does your makeup?
You know what? This is a lesson that we need to all learn. We're not the greatest looking guys at this table, but we're not the ugliest ones either.
No.
And she can't tell the difference.
That's what I'm saying. There has got to be a thing about blind chicks. Look at the movie Mask with the kid with the fucked up face. She didn't know he had a fucked up face, so he manipulated her, never let her touch it till the end, and then she was already too far in love with him.
Family Guy. She didn't know Brian was a dog.
Right. Yep.
How you fucking him and not know he's a dog?
Are there bars where there's nothing but blind women?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to this blind bar. I think my chances would be really good.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to talk like an idiotic New Yorker. Yo, Ray! Did you see me knock that woman down and then pick her up all sexy? She didn't like
You must
it.
get roofied a
How
lot.
did he get in the building now?
Did he say she is?
Yeah, he's following the blind chick.
See which fool they get. I'm
Oh my god.
This is wicked.
Where did Abe Lincoln come from?
He's like Gargamel from the fucking
He does look
Smurfs.
like Gargamel. Mr. Watson.
Smurfs!
What is he looking at? The Mole Man left. You leave with the Mole Man.
This is fucking Men in Black here, you know.
These guys are like a dumb
It only
idiot.
looks like it.
It does.
We gotta go steal 101 Dalmatians. Because if we don't,
It's Weekend at Bernie's Tommy Lee Jones.
that guy's dead. He is dead. He is dead.
It's Sacha Baron Cohen that's driving it.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Sexy time.
He's been doing that for a while.
What do we got in the box?
Oh, it's a rock.
Oh. It's real? It's a space rock.
Wow. Johnny, would you get me the drink? Yeah,
Wow.
And this is where Joe's
This
best
is
friend.
gonna make our...
But this is clearly where they all get their disease from.
Yeah.
So is
It's
it
got space
Never-
Look at
never
John. He's
trust
like
a huge
legit living the life.
Yeah, Johnny was...
It's
straight.
Charles Robinson.
He does look like a Charles Robinson. He has that young look.
He's gonna start doing the strut and the woo.
I think they look... The Sue and the Johnny looked great. And the Reed, I guess.
Let's see this. Colossus terrible.
I mean, the Ben Grimm, muscularly and size-wise, he looks
Yes.
it, but
they all look the part.
character-wise-
They're just, yeah, he's...
They all came from a
He's not
stage
what
of
you
our
want him to
lives.
be.
It's not what he needs to be.
I carried that dream with me. I've carried
He's
Victor's death.
harnessing his inner fucking Michael Douglas right there.
We can pull this off. Maybe he.
I'll hope. You see, when your mother got sucked into the portal,
I'm with you, buddy.
I fucked a lot of other hoes. Oh, look at Johnny.
Dad, why are all these grapefruits around? Well, son, well, daughter, get a little lonely up here.
You gotta poke a hole in a fruit every now and then.
I'm there.
I'm there. Because
Are
you
they gonna
stared
kiss?
at me while I was a kid.
Yep,
I think they're
you
going
changed my
to-
diaper, so...
Right.
You knew what you were getting later.
Oh,
What
God!
if she turned out to be a slob? He really didn't invest too well.
What the heck was that?
Why don't you just... I mean... I don't know.
What are we getting our ghost moment? They're gonna start doing
Right.
pottery and...
Oh, look at her. She is...
How does she know what she's doing?
You do...
You know what?
You do become a lot more in depth with your senses.
Yeah, you
That was made me laugh. The joke
Yeah.
the guy would make about Stevie Wonder. Like, how does he know if he has hundreds or ones?
Yeah.
You know, the bills don't really feel any different, so he's got to rely on somebody to tell him.
Rip in one of
Well, that's
them.
why I always thought it was cool in the the Ben Affleck Daredevil that he would fold his money differently, so he knew this is a 20, this is a 5, this is a 10.
Right.
I always thought that was pretty clever.
That is...
It's a creepy fucker.
Is she looking up at him?
Night thickens.
Warwick Davis.
It's like the Arkham version of Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
The most
Make him to say my precious.
He's very bizarre. I hope to God he's the
Yeah, I
Mole
wonder.
Man or not.
Yeah.
We will be ready to move in 1 hour, Your Highness.
When did you become that?
Fail me. Is that understood?
No,
Yes.
no. It was,
Don't
Did he say?
fail me.
I thought he said fail
Fail
me.
me.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I think he might have the right henchmen though, because the ones that fail you, clearly you're the ones he wants.
Uh-oh.
I'm in the air duct.
My thing is
Where does Puppy's at?
okay. So what is this fucker after? The woman or the crystal, or is it just in his both? Maybe. You know who he looks like? Without the fucking purple. He looks like Ivan Ooze.
He does.
Yeah.
You ooze, you lose.
Right. Just give him the little dangly purple goatee thing.
Yep.
Wasn't Ivan Ooze great? I love that.
Yeah, I thought
that
he was
was-
a pretty cool villain.
I really enjoyed that movie. I
We
actually
should
like
watch that sometime on the
I would do that.
podcast.
Yeah.
I'm completely shocked though, in all the iterations of the Power Rangers after, they never brought Ivan Ooze
Nope.
back as like
Nope.
an ultimate evil.
Not to my knowledge.
Isn't that crazy?
Because he was a great villain.
He was
Yeah.
his
His minion.
opposition against Rita and Zed was great because it was like just because all of you are evil doesn't mean y'all gotta get along. I thought it was great.
Did he have like birds?
Oh, that's how he replaces it with something different.
Huh. He knew exactly what it was gonna look like
Yeah, he's...
to have it replicate.
Perfect. It seems our little friend is going to be more.
That's how I sound at work when I'm trying to talk with the mask on. You know, when somebody asks me a question.
This is straight 2020 speaking. I mean, the one thing I'm honestly gonna say, I do love that look.
Yeah.
But you have to update it for, you know, a real purpose.
Right.
Oh boy, the spinning newspaper article.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man!
I'm always
That's a shuttle?
Yep, that's a shuttle.
Looks like it looks like the thing from a Ouija board.
I thought when they showed the picture of it, it was like zoomed out and it was going to get bigger. That wasn't on there!
Oh my god!
That wasn't even on there!
That's Roger Corman getting that stock footage.
Stop it! Hey, we went to the moon, right? Can I borrow that footage?
Wow!
It's like a fucking satellite! There was not even enough room in their fucking spaceship to have any gravity or lack of.
Yeah.
Susan!
Sequence.
Got it.
Got anything, Johnny? Right on time.
Got a boner. I don't know what to do with it.
Where's
How
Ben?
are these-
What's
how are
Ben
these
doing?
Kids trained astronauts.
Don't fucking worry about it. They're from a house of wayward children.
They were playing video games. They know it all.
Yeah, I mean, that's right.
Jeez. God. She's a 23-year-old having sex with a 50-year-old. She can do anything. She is a woman. They're smart and funny now.
They knew Elon Musk.
Vote now.
Whoa. That's the fuck off.
Where's Ben Grimm in all this? Oh, there he is. No, that's Johnny Storm.
He's combing his hair.
Ben's hanging out in the back.
He's banging the blonde chick.
Yeah.
She didn't see it coming.
I mean, he
Yeah, they
clearly
never
just
do.
was going to throw her up into the ceiling with the way he lifted her up.
Yeah, who lifts anyone like that besides a child?
Yeah.
Like, you're
If I'm a grown-ass adult and a grown-ass adult picks me up like that, it better be Andre the fucking Giant. Because if it's just another like if you knock me on the ground and you pick me up by my hips to help me get up, I'm going to look at you and probably knock you out.
Yeah, I know.
Because that was not
that's
right.
crossing a few lines.
It's the wrong crystal.
Yeah, our crystals are wrong.
Does anybody know what the crystal's doing?
I have no idea.
Is the crystal like the flux capacitor?
I think so.
So to speak?
What the?
They
Yeah.
just went into a Doctor Strange portal.
Yup.
They're in the Oh my god, no. I swear to God, if they acknowledge this movie in any
She's having an
multiverse of
orgasm.
madness-
Somebody put a remote vibrator in her. She's, you know.
Imagine how they did that in that Turtles Forever movie, where you see all the little different timelines. In the multiverse of madness, you just see all these fucking different depictions of characters and portals, and you see these assholes.
They're just high.
You're like, God damn it. She's coming.
She's having an orgasm.
That's what a female orgasm looks like.
There's a kaleidoscope and.
How did this happen?
Johnny
Oh,
Storm's
they're getting
like,
tired.
fuck.
Are they like going back in time?
I don't know if they're going through like a wormhole.
Goodbye, Dr.
He planned that?
Okay, that fucking brings us to the biggest fucking making sense point of this entire movie.
They're all dead now.
This has been a 10-year plot for him to kill. Oh, that's
Whoa!
very
Wow.
That's looking like the layer from Thundercats. The villain from Thundercats.
Mamra!
Sweet.
Stop!
Yeah,
Your
look
spaceship would not have fallen to Earth.
Yep.
It would still be out in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
They should be on the moon if you really want me to care.
Wow.
I was so into it, knowing that Dr. Doom had set up a 10-year fucking plan.
And then you do this to me.
And then they land in fucking East Bumfuck, New Jersey.
Oklahoma by a tree. Oh, that's the Walking Dead tree.
Stop. If I see a fucking wind chime hanging off of that, I'm done.
What's going on, guys?
Everybody alright? Look, we just happened to land in Kentucky.
Totally in Kentucky.
Over here.
I'm over here. He better be stretched right out.
Reed,
Yeah.
Reed, what's going
Pull
on?
on his arm and let it stretch. Have his face be squished.
Careful, I must be in shock. I don't feel any pain.
You surely don't have any
Yeah.
excitement either, so
Well.
you must be a bad actor.
Good thing Sue Storm was having an orgasm
emotion.
there. You
No
know.
emotion at all.
pull on him. I want to see him stretch, and I want to see it so bad. I want to see the awfulness. He should have been pinned under something.
What's going on here?
Wow,
Oh my
he is
God.
about as fun as cancer. Be on fire, Johnny.
Sewer Johnny.
You can believe that? Oh, God, I'm not believing.
Please spontaneously combust.
Oh, I can't believe it. We're here.
Surprised this movie didn't spontaneously combust.
Look at you.
Where's Sue?
You can't see her. She's John Cena.
What? What? We're okay, Reed. We're okay, huh?
Not all of you.
You're in Germany during fucking 1943. And you're all labeled as Jews, especially the blonde.
We're fine. Come on, doesn't that bother anybody just a little?
Yeah, your teeth are all fine still, too.
Okay, we're on.
Doesn't bother you that you ended up back on Earth?
No.
Right. Oh, please be fire.
Cool.
I'm okay with that.
Did I do that?
You sure did, son.
Do what?
Is she invisible?
No one was looking for
Yes! Yes!
Wow.
You've got me, George. Or Roger. What's your name? Roger Corman? I don't know what the fuck George is, but George, you got
No
me.
one said, where's Sue? And then she could have been like, I'm right here.
Come on now, this isn't funny. I'm right here.
Whoa.
What is wrong with you guys? It's like you've seen a ghost.
Your neck, Susan.
Susan.
You have no pussy, Sue.
What am I going to do with you now?
You've been pussy snatched.
Oh.
Oh, he stretched!
Whoa.
Why would she have fallen, though?
Oh, yeah, right.
Why did she fall? Does she think she didn't have legs, or then they...
her legs were gone.
So they just in her
more ways
head.
than
She,
one, yeah.
Right. And now at this point, I'm looking at Ben being like, now what the fuck can you do?
Yeah.
Sue's like, can you do that with your penis? Instantly.
Ben, what do you got going on?
She's thinking, I could let him put his stretchy cock in my pussy while I went invisible, and I would see his dick all up inside of me. That's the freaky shit I play with.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Look at they're looking at the binary suns. Dun 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 dun
Ben's
dun.
like, I can't do anything special.
Right, he's like, I'm just still big and macho, and I got a blind girlfriend, huh? So, what is that? A headless person?
What is that?
What was any of that? Oh,
That was a...
something else fell
Yeah,
to the earth.
something else.
We must have dropped telemetry. You mean we fell off the radar? You whores. Oh, great. It's gonna be days before they find us, especially if they think we're dead.
I'd get rid of that dirt mustache fast.
Yeah, I'd clean my face off of that.
Yeah, go find a stream.
Just tell me what is happening to us.
She's super smoking hot.
Susan, I can't. I don't know.
She reminds me of like Suzanne Summers, a young one. Yeah.
There's no need to panic.
I was going more.
Panic!
I'm thinking right along with you, step by step.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more like she looks like a young Patrick Dempsey. That's not who I meant. Patrick Duffy.
Duffy.
What did I just watch with Patrick Dempsey to make me think of him?
I'm sorry, excuse
Grey's
me.
Anatomy.
No, I've never seen that. There was something.
Transformers.
He wasn't that, wasn't he? No, there was something. He was in a really small role. I don't know what
There's
it was.
always a scientific explanation for everything, ain't that right, Bill?
Yeah.
What should we do, Reed?
He's just mad he doesn't have a power. He looks like a fucking
Yeah.
retarded monkey.
First thing we're gonna do is get some rest and
I
make
can't
some
wait
was
for him to
needed.
get his rock.
Maybe we can think more clearly in the morning.
How do you think they made the fire? Do you think they exploited Johnny?
Think you can keep that?
I sneezed again.
Right.
Longer?
Johnny, you got a fart? I really could use you, bud. Could really use that power you got there of instant fire. And then just found a rim from a fucking random car tire.
He stretched the arms out and rubbed them together and
Yeah.
created sparks. Yeah.
Thinking the convenience of that, you know, you gotta take a piss or something and you're in bed and you're like, this whole thing again. Stretch that dick right out to the bathroom. You think at that point, well think of it, do you think you can control it?
Sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Now
creepy.
who's in the fire laughing? Because I heard laughing.
Yeah.
God help us.
It was Mephisto.
Get snuggled up to me, Sue. I'll take care of you.
We've never once had a relationship, but because we're the only two attractive people here, and one's your brother and the other's a gorilla, process of elimination. He's like, I'll cuddle the little guy. The Wolfman is coming! Ow!
Alive! Our surveillance indicates, Your Highness, that we survived.
Whoa.
Better pet your hands.
Possible?
I want to see him shoot electricity out of his fingers. Or he'll probably have a little laser.
I like how they keep taking a can and like crunching it.
I do too.
I like that.
It's not. It's annoying, but it's
practical.
It is. I do say that too.
Find them!
Okay, Batman. See, that's like Negan. Why are you afraid of him?
Slapping each other.
What did he do? The goddamn Reed Richards and the crew presumed dead. Tunnel disappears. I didn't get to read the rest of it because I'm not quick enough.
Oh, she's sculpting Ben.
She's gonna make out with it.
Yeah, she is.
That's very sensual. Like you just moisted the inside of your penis.
She sure did.
Come on in, it's open.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard for fly.
Oh, sorry.
What is she getting a gift of? Oh, is it going to be the mole man inside of that? Look at fucking Hermes with his stupid little hat.
Wow. So these were used for the helmet fittings, right?
That's right.
What is his deal?
He's a delivery man. It's a Hermes company or Express. It says on his hat. Hermes Express. Because get it? Because Hermes is a messenger for the gods. Yep. Come on, people. Next episode's going to be Hercules, the animated series, to catch him up on.
Oh my!
This is a DVD. I should not have done that. It VHS on us.
Contrast.
So what he just said to her was, these are the molds that were the fittings for the helmets that I'm going to assume were made for the outer space thing.
Hmm.
Why are all these people connected for no reason?
Yeah.
Why is some blind lady that lives in a studio apartment making helmet casts for NASA, or not NASA, for people she's never even met except for one time in the lobby, but yet she's got to make a cast for their head?
Wow.
There's good things and bad things, and very bad things.
Rare.
Here we are, fucking this place, Mole Man's lair.
Yep.
We still don't have a thing yet.
Yeah, right?
Beauty, says my suffering soul.
Look up on your phone for this movie to see that this little prick is. I mean, he's got to be Mole Man, right?
My God, it's Jonah Hill.
Dude, I just saw a picture of him. 93 or something. I just saw a picture of Jonah Hill. He is like become Martin Scorsese. Fucking thick, like black beard, like slick back, like dirty blonde hair. Those like same style, like better than you sunglasses. It's like you aren't even the same person anymore. Like you completely Hollywooded right out.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And like the caption said from him saying, I've always had more to offer than just something, but people always focused on my weight. It's like, so now you have to make it a point that you're a great actor. Like, it's weird. I've kind of lost my flavor with him.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Like Superbad was the peak, and then he kind of.
That was like, I wouldn't say his peak.
Is there a character named Weasel?
Any of these motherfuckers. I wouldn't say Superbad is when he peaked, because like that was like his claim to fame, but I would say it was in that 5 years of him just being movie after movie. I feel like it's why you don't see so many actors sprinkled throughout time anymore, is because they all put out bangers within like a handful of years, and then it's like, well, what else are you going to offer now?
Whoa.
Now I've seen everything you have.
It's like Kevin Hart. Like I don't care if
Exactly.
I ever
Look at
see him
that
in a
name.
movie ever
Look
again.
who's in this movie that never got credited?
You can't be back.
What's the person that's playing there?
Sandra Albornoz.
There's no picture to go with it.
That's weird.
Huh, I wonder who she would be.
I'm not seeing Mole Man.
Hopefully there's credits then.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. Kevin Hart, like when he did his first couple of movies with like Ice Cube, and then that was it. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're bringing your stand-up now to the big screen. But then because you were in so many profile movies that were basically the same fucking thing, it lost its flavor. And as I'm saying that, I'm thinking back to, well, Jesus Christ, what about in the 90s when it was Jim Carrey full and but even then it was different because you only had like 5 or 6 guys that were this or this. Now it's like every comedy has to be an action movie. It now has to have a comedian and has to have that action star.
Yeah.
So there's no point in the idea of like, well, I want to go out and just watch action movies, or I just want to watch comedies. Well, you might as well watch one that's a mixture of both.
And like Jim Carrey he did, Ace Ventura, which was a different. Then he did The Mask, and then it was Liar Liar. So he was kind of at least switching up the character a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm a Jim Carrey fan. His character's always the same, or the goofy over the top. But like, you didn't have 100 people doing that at that time.
No.
Yeah. Now you've got everything competing with everything, and it's just
And they weren't
nothing
pumping
is
out,
special anymore. There's
They weren't
no
pumping
one of a
out
kind.
movies as much as they are now.
No, yeah.
It was a lot,
No,
because they had to
absolutely.
worry about film and everything.
Like I watched the trailer for.
I'd be pissed if that was
I-
my sister.
Well, I just watched the trailer for the Tom and Jerry movie. I think that looks awful.
Yeah.
I think
that's
that looks.
straight to video type deal.
No, I think they're planning on that being in theaters next
Good
year.
luck.
Did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
It looked awful.
Oh, there he is!
Hey, what's up here?
He's with my crew.
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know that's Ben? Well, I mean, it's probably obvious, but. I didn't think you could look more like a monkey. But you do.
Shoot him!
What you guys do?
Oh, I like him.
I love it.
He's cool.
I think it's really great.
For that being a practical effect, it does.
It should not have a nose, though.
What's wrong
Or
with
if it does, it's just, it should be, I don't know, his nose looks weird to me.
Yeah.
There it looks alright.
What kind of a thing about 2
Cool.
They went very Ninja Turtles with it, which
Yeah.
is cool with me.
What have you done? What have you done?
Oh yeah, he hates himself.
She's never gonna love me now.
Yep. She doesn't care.
We're gonna go get some help.
He's more shocked that a piece of glass didn't break on the impact.
You can see the seam in the front of the fucking suit.
And he's not that big anymore for whatever reason. He's quite
Yeah.
short.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what we're gonna say, but he looks like Pumpkinhead, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like Pumpkinhead? You know Pumpkinhead.
He looks like the fucking Killer Croc from Suicide Squad.
That too. Very just
Yeah.
very weird looking creature. I dig it though. I do. I appreciate it. But he's not even as tall as Johnny anymore.
No.
But I know what the answer we're all going to say is which Thing outfit was better, this one or the Tim Story ones.
Good evening.
Definitely the Jim story.
Yeah.
I'm Dr.
Look
Hawk.
how big his forehead
You have
is.
been placed in
He's got Down
isolation
syndrome now.
until we can determine
He didn't
the
before.
cause of your...
Well, it was looking a little better. Now this just didn't help. You calling me stupid?
Is that David Cross? Young David
Well, I'm
Cross.
not quite sure.
You laughing at me?
He's laughing at me.
Right.
Why don't you have a seat?
Clobber you.
It's Mike
So we can
TV
maybe work this out together.
from Willy Wonka. All grown up.
Yeah.
As a
Boy.
doctor.
Yeah, he's very happy with his life.
Oh, that's gonna happen a lot.
I give up.
Nothing if that's what you mean. Yes. Big fires?
Okay, you can 100% tell that the Tim Story ones.
Do you think you could?
I don't even give a fuck. His first movie took from this.
Demonstrate how it works.
The fact that you're isolating each one of them, giving them a moment,
Part of my body, like
and letting them have exposition.
like my hand.
This feels like the moment when they all first find out about their powers in the Tim Story
Does
one.
it hurt him though?
Flame off.
Or is he just like afraid of it?
I'd probably be afraid too, because you don't know if it's going to hurt you.
We figured out the magic words, huh, Doc?
He might be the best part of this movie.
Yeah.
Break things.
He's
or
believable.
explode into flames or anything like that now, do you?
No.
I can take my clothes off though.
Good.
Oh God!
I sort of...
This storm.
Why was he gonna shoot her with a needle?
I don't know, but that's really bad way to get her to play. Oh, that.
Yeah, how does that feel, Doc?
Are you okay?
He looks so dejected. Just
Look at him! Look at him! That's great. That's awesome. I feel like that was like an entire SNL skit, and I liked it. That felt like if SNL tried to do that.
That was fun.
I enjoyed that.
Hold the key.
Oh my god, this menacing bullshit.
Scientific history.
I have to take
it's the claw from Inspector Gadget. All you see is the fucking hand.
goddamn white
The
cat.
Yeah. All he needs is a cat.
If we can extract it,
I just want someone to ask,
imagine the power we can unleash.
sir, what is the point of the cape?
And what if?
Oh, knock it. Take
It's
it out.
cold in this layer. I need the cape.
Then I would say, sir,
It's like a snuggie.
you're wearing metal in a cold cave.
It's one lad.
What is he doing?
Well, it's all conjecture, I suppose. But
Aren't you afraid of him?
Right.
That's
Come on, Armzola.
there's no telling how powerful that man would become.
Is he gonna crush his head?
Wonderfully interesting.
If you aren't gonna hurt him, don't sexualize it.
Dr.
Who the fuck rubs their
Put your
fingers on him?
finger in his mouth.
Right, let
Basically.
me give you a massage and then touch your lips with my cold, dead fingers.
Certain preparations must be made on our part.
There's some guy off screen with the cans. Just
I love it,
leaning
yeah.
forward.
Right.
Uh-huh.
He moved. Do it. Do it.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
What's our can budget? Like $100?
Go to catering and get the cans, the leftover soda cans.
We're all out of cans. Get water bottles.
What the heck?
That was Weasel.
Uh,
There is a character in the comic books called Weasel. That's
Yeah.
that's the dude that.
Deadpool?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can't. Maybe. I don't know why you wouldn't consider that midget to be Mole Man.
Right.
I feel like this city is the home of like the Lost Boys from Peter Pan. It's just
Bangarang!
Yeah, there's just a gang of
everywhere.
kids running around being
Uh-huh.
misfits. Give us your money, old man.
Bad neighbor to be wandering around in the night.
There's way too many fucking storylines going on in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Burton just took over.
Yep. Look at that weird gun.
A bouquet of flowers.
Looks like it's got fucking 3 little mini barrels.
Tell him we will make it worth his while.
Very good.
So Dr. Doom is working with the dirt people. Hierarchies confuse me.
Set the cards on fire.
What game is he playing?
I can't take it anymore. Look, we've got to get out of here.
52 pickup.
I don't even know if they've called Mom to tell them we're still alive. I can't get a straight answer from anyone.
Wouldn't you be pissed off if some old guy was trying to date your sister?
Patients here were prisoners.
If it wasn't my sister, if I was Ben, I'd be like, Reed, come on, bud. I've known you for 30 years. You waited for a 12-year-old? For fuck's sakes, you freak.
If you can get one like her to begin with, why aren't you trying somebody your own age?
Yeah.
And then Reed would look at Ben and be like, look, you fucking, before you were a goddamn big rock gorilla, you could only get blind girls. So why don't you just fuck yourself?
Didn't he look more orange in the other part?
The colors of this movie have thrown me off consistently.
Yeah.
Because the rock they had went from like orange to clear to green at one point.
Yeah.
Why Why all this mystery?
Why would your muscles be tense if you're that kind of a loose
I don't think that is
character, you know?
Yeah.
You wouldn't think you'd get cramps. Or maybe you would,
I
actually.
say we go for it, huh? I mean, what have we got to lose?
You want to be rubbernecking later. Get it?
We're either all in this together.
Pack your fucking shit. Bro.
This is like the Captain America one where it took forever to actually get to some kind of story.
But the Captain America one was just
What do you want me to do?
bad.
Yeah.
The diamond is
This at least has, like, fun things to fun with.
Yeah. There's entertainment here for sure.
Right. There's definitely entertainment value.
The gem belongs to my beautiful queen, Alyssa.
Oh, there she is.
Seem to be very happy to have you.
Listen, fucking Tim Curry. Why don't you get the fuck up off the screen?
And she realizes
God, imagine
we
that.
are alike, outcasts in this
Ew.
world. But
He wants me to leave the
Now, I picture him in a house with a turkey baster with a woman in the cellar. That I picture.
Yeah.
And has nothing to do with revenge.
Yeah.
Dad, we will have no choice but to take it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! They have,
Oh.
whoa, he just raised them. You have 3 barrels? I have 4. How did you think that was even going to work? Oh, fuck, we forgot there were people here.
the odds of your survival.
I don't believe she's blind. She doesn't have those weird eyes.
Mm.
She's looking around way too much to be blind.
Looking away from everywhere else.
Yep.
That the diamond is not for sale. Period.
He even sounds like Ivan Ooze.
He does.
I won't be so merciful.
He got a fucking elephant gun?
Right, what is that? The Grinch with some kind of fucking thing? Just poking at him? It's the penguin! You hear that?
There's a penguin.
Got a fucking spear.
Jabba's palace!
Got a tribal spear. That is Gargamel. That's
I love those henchmen.
Escort the queen to my room. I need to have a private
Oh boy.
consultation.
Oh my.
He's gonna fuck her.
See, now that's the problem I have. If these people, you want me to believe that they're real, they need to talk real, because he would have just said, bring her to my room, I'm going to fuck her.
Yeah.
Not, I'm so sophisticated.
Because then you would know not to go.
Because
Because then you would know not to go in that room.
Yeah.
At all.
But maybe they live a weird life that they're allowed on top of it.
Stakes are too high. I'll handle this.
I've already seen him. You can stop
Stay away.
making him look like a mystery.
Right.
You've shown me the whole fucking thing.
He wouldn't be that close to the camera.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Every scene he's ready for it.
Castle Grayskull.
I love the castle.
Oh, minions.
Wait a minute. The other fucking doctor didn't have all that shit on when he was in there with him?
Right? Well, he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
Right, he was more direct bad.
Oh.
What happened?
Got the body. Back in 10 minutes.
Who got beat up?
What the...
Them?
Oh, and they switched their outfits.
Oh.
This movie's so hard to follow. There needs to be exposition at every angle.
Like I get that he could, in that suit, he probably couldn't do a lot, but that's a weird fucking way of getting to that point.
Why did you pull your hood down then? Yeah, no, I agree.
It's like you don't want to see the seam ripping apart when he's fucking fighting people, but...
No one punched. Oh, okay.
Why did you put disguises on just to sneak around?
See, what I never understood is, why do her clothes become invisible too?
They don't in the movie.
You know what I mean?
I think they just copped out on
The
this.
other one.
Because like,
Because I did like these ones where it's you all have to have a special suit.
Yeah.
It needs to be
Yeah.
created to adapt to your ability. I think they just copped out on this. Like I don't know. Well, I don't know if we'll ever get this. Like, why are they going to have suits?
right?
What is the practicality of it? Like it just happened to be these guys were astronauts. Theirs looked like astronaut, like Under Armour kind of suits. These look just like you know what? Reed, We're a team. We need to go to the Halloween spirit store and get ourselves some outfits so we can look like a collective unit.
Put a 4 on there.
Well, that makes sense because there's 4 of us.
You couldn't find his button?
There's the thing from Adam's Family. We're hitting the
Why did he stay in there with them?
Because he's a rock. He wouldn't have been able to get through all the security they snuck through.
Oh.
The one fucking person.
It's Narnia.
Whoa.
Are they in the castle?
I think they are.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So are they in Latveria?
When did they get captured? Oh, by those 2, like, German guys.
So is that where they crashed, was in Latveria?
Some kind of atomic.
Because tell me that's not
Must be.
fucking pure coinky dink, right?
Mm.
It's brilliant.
Thank you. Coming from you, Dr. Richard, that is quite a compliment.
What?
What?
Huh?
My name is June.
Is June?
Where are we?
Beautiful, charming, thy supreme and beloved monarch. Come back and visit us sometime. What a vacation. Bring the kid.
Like dub it or something.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
That is when I'm finished.
You're finished with this now.
Of course not.
No. I have not even started.
We're going home.
A roadkill.
Rubik's Cube?
I want you to feel at home.
What?
And you're letting off my doggy little suit. I just can't allow that.
Yeah, well, who asked you? You're grown.
It's like the fucking Tin Man with a mask on, just...
What?
Thank God they painted his face black or
Take my
chin.
advice. Keep your cool.
You say keep your
What?
poop?
Keep your cool.
Oh, keep your poop. I thought like, well,
Return to your room and wait like good little children.
Well, the 2 in the back could do that because they are children. But Reed is 50.
You will know pain far greater than your worst nightmare.
Why does he move his fingers all out?
Because he's got paralysis. He's making sure he's alright.
Miss anything?
Yeah.
Get it? Miss anything?
Miss anything?
He's a
I
thing.
hope would not come to this. Alive or dead, your value for me remains the same.
People say dead or alive, not alive or dead. Because you're giving them the choice. If you're dead, I don't give a fuck.
I will not sully my hands. I will return when you have learned your lesson.
I mean, he's not a bad villain.
No, but he's wicked over the top.
There's Doombot.
They're humans.
Oh.
Fuck. You couldn't give me Doombots.
Time to do some clobbering.
What time is it, Reed? It's Reed.
I've never said this before.
Reed, help me out. What time is it? I don't know, Ben. Fucking time. You gotta put something else in there, man. Fucking not gonna work.
It's clobbering time.
Yes! Oh, I love it. Yeah! Get down, yeah.
We need a way out of here.
Melt
Set
the door.
something on fire. Like, why wouldn't you just make a wall of flames at this point and stop the bullets?
Look over here. Playboy!
We'll cover you.
Why did you wait for them to get that goddamn close so you can throw them off here?
What was that line? It was probably that one.
Someone get their thumb out of my ass!
I'm gonna turn invisible.
They have silver fucking faces.
That was kind of graphic.
Jesus Christ, it was. You could have just pushed them.
Yeah.
You let them murder each other. Wow, that's a...
They do murder each other.
That reminds me of the scene, that doorway, from Civil War, where Captain America and are fighting.
Yep.
Doesn't it kind of make...
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yep.
like a bunker, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Right then and there, he thought, my cock, it could stretch.
That looks like the stuff from the Legos, the flame that you can put on the end of your Legos.
Yeah. He's like the fire maestro.
Not fast enough. Wake up!
There you go.
do that to begin with.
Right, why didn't you do that when you were in the waiting room? I mean, the thing from this movie did! He didn't want to sit around, he busted out and ran right through the woods!
Yep.
And the next thing you know, you see him on Yancey Street calling his woman. I thought that was really cool. In that
Hey,
movie.
baby.
Come down on the street, I'm a big rock monster with a tiny little pebble dick. Look at the Baxter Building with 4 4s on it. News channel 4444. And this is how babies are made.
Doing my calculations.
Are they trying to get Ben Grimm back to his... Yeah.
I don't even think my thing now would be about we need to fix ourselves. It'd be like, well, there's a son of a bitch out there that wants us to die.
Yeah.
We now have to become the heroes to stop it. She looks like...
Well, I just wanted to say that.
Home Alone mom?
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what she looks like!
She does right there.
Yep.
And whatever comes.
Really
Catherine!
hot one.
What was her name? Catherine Haig or something?
O'Hare?
O'Hare.
O'Hare, yeah.
I just watched Home Alone.
Did you know she was, she was Shock in Nightmare Before Christmas?
Something should have
No, I
gone.
didn't
You know the
that.
3 little children?
Yeah.
She's the little witch one.
That's awesome.
It is pretty cool.
God, why am I always so
Pretty neat,
shit?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I'm pregnant. That's impossible. I stuck it in your ass. I know. Isn't it weird?
pulled
Well, you
it
thought
as
it was
I
'cause I was
pulled and
invisible.
prayed.
Right.
I just wanted
Susan,
to
what did
tell
you just say about being shy?
This is a problem that I have sometimes.
That's it. Susan, that's it. You've got a problem with being shy, right? So, you vanish, get it?
I really feel like the Tim Story ones pull from a lot of this stuff. Because even Ian Grufford's Mr. Fantastic is very much the same. Very excited, but very soft-spoken about it.
Take care of everybody, try to do everything.
Like he's dad. And I get that. He's supposed to be dad. But I want to see dad hit mom every now and then. Get pissed off and not be so fucking
Too much.
civil.
And you're in-
Johnny! You fucking got enough on the meth disc? You bastard! You ain't going to space with us.
Don't you see?
Damn it, Johnny.
Listen, we know one thing from the blood test. And that's that our DNA has been altered.
DNA, how do you spell that?
I think Colossus is
G-N something?
Dunna. I'm Mr. DNA. Here at Jurassic Park.
The worst character defects are in fact your greatest strengths.
I won't lie, one of my favorite things about that Lego Jurassic Park game
Was that Mr. DNA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said Holy Freud Batman. I think you're
Except
right.
that the three of
Stop.
What?
You've been having a hard time hearing lately, but let's see what you...
I can't
In fact,
wait.
your greatest strengths. Holy Freud, Batman, I think you're right.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first Marvel DC crossover.
Wow.
But my wife's been like that all the time.
Well, Jesus Christ, if this was the CW, they'd be making references to the MCU every other fucking chance they got.
Right.
They don't reference anything but Disney shit.
Mhm.
You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Like, constantly referencing Star Wars stuff.
I know, Cisco was always doing that.
Yeah, constantly.
Isn't it fun?
Why is Ben always a fucking rock?
There's nothing wrong with it.
Why can't he? Oh, I'm pretending I'm, Susan.
That is a cool looking suit, knowing what they had to work with at
Yeah.
that point. You
I
know?
wonder if it's foam
Good
or...
stuff.
I wonder what that is. I'd like to see that. Just to get my own
I
suit.
forgot I bought these. I was just thinking of talking about the CW. But normally, obviously, if you're living in 2020, we're not doing a Black Friday. They've been doing it
Yeah.
weekends or something. I don't fucking have a clue.
Mhm.
But normally every year I go out and buy all the comic book shows that I need. Look at this.
Yeah, hookers.
He don't have enough money.
I appreciate what they're trying to do right now and give him some humanity.
Yeah.
But I almost didn't care about him as a human.
Right, you didn't. No.
To care that he's a rock man now.
Mhm.
But anyways, yeah. Every year I buy all the comic book shows that I need and get. I'm like 1 or 2 seasons behind on a couple of the shows, anyways. But this year I only bought 2. I couldn't find Arrow, season 8 of Arrow, so I didn't grab that. But I grabbed the newest season of The Flash, which I have not seen. Which is gonna actually no, I've watched a few episodes out of it already.
Oh.
It's losing its
luster.
And then the complete
because they only did 1 season, right?
complete series of Swamp Thing, which I really hope someone picks it up and they do a second season because it was really good.
CW was picking up, but I don't know for sure.
Which would suck. Look at! Why is she just randomly wearing that?
Yeah.
I came up with this.
Look what I made.
I'm gonna say
in arts and crafts.
That's all a woman is good for. Is coming up with a fucking useless outfit.
So modest.
But no, if this went to the CW, this is rated R. Yeah. There's swearing in this. There's sex in this. I don't want to see this go to a drama-filled that.
Maybe HBO Max or something like that.
Well,
that's where it was.
That's where it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on the.
I could see Netflix.
It was on the DC universe.
Yeah.
DC canceled it.
Yeah.
This is probably the best. Not CW, but best solo DC superhero show since the beginning of these ones.
Yeah.
This was really, really, really good. I enjoyed the shit out of that. But yeah. But there was a bunch of other ones. Batgirl or Woman. Supergirl I had in my hands, but I put all those back. There was
Supergirl's done, right? They canceled it.
Yeah. Well, I have all the seasons, but the last one. They had Teen Titans season 2, which I thought
Legends.
No, they didn't have last year's seasons of Legends.
Wow.
But I thought Titans is trash. I didn't like season 2 at all, so I'm not going to buy it. You watched it, right?
Season 2?
Yeah.
No.
Did you watch
the first one? Yeah.
Are you going to watch 2?
Yeah, someday.
Well, I'm going to spoil something for you.
Someday.
You know how at the end of it they built the whole fucking thing up like it's Raven's dad?
Yeah, Trigon.
Yeah. He is literally in like the first half of the first episode of the second season, and then they kill him off. Like, he doesn't do anything. He literally walks out of the house. All the kids follow him. He's demonic. He straight up looks like Trigon. He looks cool. Goes out into a field, starts like screaming, which pours out like evil energy. And then Raven just goes up to him and she's like, you're kind of a piece of shit. And then just destroys him. I'm like, you built the entire season up that he was the main villain, and you end it like, oh fuck, I have to see the next season.
Like the big bad. But now it's all about Slade Wilson.
And I thought he was lame as
so
fuck. I thought he's the worst Slade Wilson they've done. He is the worst. They should have just casted Manu Bennett.
They could have made him so cool.
This guy was.
He's all over social media.
Manu?
Yeah, with a mohawk. I guess he's going to be in the Snyder cut.
Bennett? You're talking about Joe Magneto.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about the mohawk. I feel like just do the fucking character. I don't give a fuck what he looks like underneath the mask. Just show me the fucking movie.
Yeah.
For Christ's sakes. Because like, there's a whole thing, Joker's going to have a whole new look now.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why don't you just restart the DCEU with this new Justice League movie and say everything that was garbage before this is garbage.
We realize that we're changing it.
Yeah.
For the rest of my life, but I will never learn to be your queen.
Sue Storm did say to Johnny, this one's flame retardant, when she handed him the suit.
That works.
Reed Richards.
This one's just retarded.
Fascinating one I've ever seen. You have to meet him.
I feel like this is the story.
Until I say so.
Like, this is the main story, and the Doctor Doom thing is just because it has to be
I like
there.
him as a villain better.
I do too.
Choose one.
This would have actually have made... like, this would have made, if you look at it like we have been, like the Power Rangers, like a decent season of a show.
Right.
Where is he?
Like, I could see this as being like one season. Oh, alright, it was cool. We can bring back Dr. Oh, that was cool. Luke Skywalker moment right there, coming into Jabba's palace.
Oh my.
pain. The pain you have endured, my beautiful brother. No more. I will take it all away. You have found a home
You
here.
can deal with the devil.
A world where you can rise to the greatness you deserve. You
Huh.
give him anything he asks for. Treat him well.
Oh, shit's gonna go sideways when he sees the blind bitch.
Oh, yeah.
But life you always should have had.
Everything has been breadcrumbed together.
Yeah.
I don't like that he's going to the dark side, though.
It's the road.
I like it more than him becoming a government weapon.
Yeah, me too.
Because it just shows his psyche of I'm depressed. I don't want to be with the people I was with.
Yeah.
I just want to hide.
This feels like a fucking 80s kids cartoon.
Wizard of Oz-ish.
It just
That was very Wizard of Oz.
like, why does he have to be framed that way every time? It does not make him look sinister.
Right, you don't put that much effort into the little midget guy, and he is way more interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's got a point.
I think because of the way they do Doctor Doom in this, and they have his mannerisms and shit,
Nice.
is
Your friend Victor, of course.
going off of the comic books and never having any iteration live
Where's my desk?
version.
Right.
You're going off of, oh, he's always in this pose, or he's always got his hands on his hip, like Doctor Doom. He's always in a menacing pose, so that's all we know of him. He's just menacing. That's how I feel they did with him. I don't feel like they did anything with Doom other than just bring images of him to life. Like the Doctor Doom in the Tim Story one, fucking murders the Doctor,
Yeah.
electrocutes him and shit like that. Electrocutes and puts a hole through a guy at one point.
This one just massages their face like they want to fuck them.
Right! I want to fuck my boss if he's doing that, you know?
Yeah, he hasn't really shown us what he can do yet.
He's very Negan.
Mm.
So maybe your Jeffrey Dean Morgan version of Doctor Doom would work because Negan didn't do
Victor's
shit.
alive.
And Negan was a bitch! I'll say that forever. I think he was a waste of a character.
What's going on now?
I was told by so many people, wait till you see Negan come in. Wait till you see Negan come in. What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh, fuck. He's gonna do something for once?
He's flexing. He literally just flexed.
Why did that guy fall? Oh, ricochets? Oh.
My superpower is flexing.
Are they ricochets hitting him or what?
Yeah. Those guys are shooting too, so.
Oh. Why would they have that hole there?
You're in the sewer. Where did that go? It's like where Killer Croc fell in the sewers of the game.
Yeah.
The diamond! I'm gonna protect it by doing this. Fucking.
Yeah. Let's get another fake one. And
I like that Dr. Doom didn't want to get his hands dirty with killing Reed Richards.
Oh,
There's the
God.
laser gun, I said! He didn't want to get his hands dirty with killing Reed Richards and Ben Grimm, but he's gonna go down into a fucking disgusting sewer to get a rock.
Yep.
His priorities are fucked.
I'm done.
Oh, it's not a laser gun, it's like a German 9.
Time's up.
Totally should have been a laser.
Touch it, and she dies.
Joke's on you. I always touch it.
So,
Yeah, what?
leave. Let me go.
Let her go.
Those are his men. Oh, shit.
I feel like fucking Joel Schumacher directed this.
Oh, shit.
I said, let her go.
Okay. By all means, let it go.
He didn't let her go, he just ran away!
Oh.
How did she know that was him? How did she know that was
He
Ben?
can do a lot of damage.
He doesn't even sound the same!
Doom, it's clobbering time.
Wow, that was bad. That's when he should have pulled his Han Solo card out and been like, I know.
What? Are you kidding me?
Well.
When has that ever happened, ever?
Oh my god.
This is now.
Are you glad you watched this now?
Now we just got into like the honey, I blew up the baby moment where it's like, let's just talk him out of it and he'll go back to normal.
True love turns him back into a man.
Black Widow, Hulk, eat your hearts out.
Wow.
This is the plot, like a plot of The Princess Bride.
Look at why does he rub people's faces?
What is this?
You know what? I'm gonna give it the backstory. It's because he doesn't have a face.
Cool.
Maybe, but he does it in a way that's like he's gonna
horrifying
fuck the shit out of him.
Now we should turn back into the Rock Monster because he's mad.
Yeah. Oh, he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1940s new spinning commercial. Like, what the fuck is this? Just be happy and you won't turn into it. There you go. It's as simple as that. Fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
I hate how they did that. Why did they...
Why would they have done that?
He looks like one of the rock people from where the neutrinos come from in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Dimension X.
Why is she the only one in the outfit?
Yeah.
This is a little device.
God, that's a nice one on there.
I hope your state is working well.
Sign language.
He just said, this is a little device I've been playing with. I hope it works well. It's called a TV, you asshole. They all work.
Oh, by the way, that laser you saw, it's finished now.
He's got to be Italian.
Yeah.
To demonstrate its purpose.
It's like the Macho Man doing the promo as Dr. Doom, but he's not.
I don't
he doesn't have the voice.
I don't know where to put my hands. Ricky, just put them by your side.
He's blowing up places with it.
You have 12 hours.
Did he write that? Is that what he just wrote? Like 12?
Right now, New York City.
He asked the director, Director, what is my direction? And they said, anything with your hands in front of your face will be fine.
Okay, sis, you're not going anywhere without me.
Ben!
I love her suit. It's so fitting. And nice.
She does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah, she
Good
does.
to have you back, but I got news for you. Doom is your old friend Victor.
What?
He's got a friend of yours with him.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Now, hold on a minute. It was my quest to bury Victor's memory that got us involved in this
How
in the first place. He'll
the
be waiting.
fuck?
And we know
Did he know that?
Right!
there's no need for all of you to be involved.
No.
How did he know any of that? How did he know Victor was Doom? How did he know that fucking blind bitch was with him?
He went and checked his death record, I think. A file that he had. Yeah.
How would he know he's Doom?
Victor's not dead. I don't know.
He has to be the guy in the green cape.
I love you too.
Oh my god.
I gotta make sure nothing here happens to Sis.
There you go, Mark.
There you go.
We are the Fantastic Four. Right?
I feel like Peter Griffin. Oh, they said it! They said it! There it is!
I don't want to be part of this team. You literally have 4 fucking 4s on your building. Could you beat any on the nose? That's cool that they have that.
Cool.
That is very, very cool.
Did it look legit?
No, but you being a Fantastic Four fan, you know what that is. And that's,
Yeah.
I would love it if at the end of this they showed Herbie as a little assistant.
Which way?
Bedroom? That way.
Now, wouldn't you think this motherfucker who's on top of everything would have fucking airspace fucking contingency plans? Oh, look at the only room we knew how to get back to.
Maybe we got here early enough to buy ourselves some time.
You're a rock monster. Smash the fucking laser.
Yeah.
Just beat just pick it up and throw it out the fucking window.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That transition was fucking tremendous.
Well, where are they even coming out of? They look like flowers. Oh god, here we go. Fucking grandma and her drapes again. I have a cord.
Half the fun is the chase.
What's the other half of the
Robbed
fun?
me of even that. Ah, well. At least you've left me pleasure of the kill. That is, of course, after I've taken from you what I want.
Are they like power neutralizers?
They look like they're
Colossus,
comatose.
right?
Oh, no, no.
Victor?
Oh.
I have a headache.
Victor.
I need some tea.
A name from the past.
And I guess, this does speak volumes to
You
why it's,
called me.
when you do see, like, movies or whatever where someone's in a full costume, you often always have to see their fucking face outside of the costume. Because imagine Iron Man. If Robert Downey Jr. stayed in the Iron Man suit
The whole movie?
the whole movie. Yeah, alright, I know it's him and this is fun and that is Iron Man, but unless you do have these over-the-top mannerisms, people don't see your face to get the emotion, so you have to act it.
Yeah. Maybe not to this extent.
No.
It's like he has a nervous twitch.
Like he's a performance artist.
Yeah.
And now it would make sense if his character, prior to being Doctor Doom, was someone that was like a theater major.
Right.
Or someone that was already shown as eccentric. Olé!
And a special treat for you, Mr. Grimm.
See, those are positions, literally, you will see him in the comics. Like,
Of your power.
it's weird. But in the comics, his suit has powers, too.
The one who claimed to
Oh, I didn't know Ben had a thing around him. I thought he was great.
just before you got
Oh, I like that. Animation.
Well, if you can't appreciate the irony,
What are you doing?
The docking?
He's like a gangster. He's just throwing all signs every which way.
There's
Not
some
knowing.
definite signs.
Look, he's doing the Bloods right now.
begin the transfer!
It's like the Super Mario Brothers movie. Just ridiculous.
Oh, is he gonna steal their powers?
Kryptonite.
The
aging process complete.
Near another orgasm.
Oh, she's coming. He's like, Jesus.
He's like,
Christ.
I've never made her do that.
Right. 2 times you put us in horrible circumstances, Doom, and you get her to come like this.
That's right on the logos, too.
He's not ready to bust a nut. She's already nut busting.
Why isn't no one else showing emotion?
Well, Reed is emotionless, and he's just
Yeah.
a rock. Okay, he's like, I'm not a man.
Ooh, he's gonna try to get out.
He's about to smile. Look.
Yeah, baby.
She's like, oh no, that felt so good.
There go the flower thing.
Right.
Oh!
Johnny's like, dying about to die.
Yeah, we got it, bud.
Baby.
3 times in.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck, you got a big old fireball. That's cool. These assholes are like the stormtroopers of this universe.
Can you imagine being the film executive watching this for the finished product for the first time?
My thing is, though,
We
how do you
paid
know-
for this.
How do you know this is bad at this time, though?
Yeah, that too.
That's my thing. How do you know this is bad in 1993? Like, nowadays... Yeah. Wait! He wasn't wearing underwear! He's been wearing pants! What the fuck? Did I miss something? Did he not walk into that castle with pants on? What the fuck? If anybody should be in a little booty shorts, it's fucking Sue.
Stop it!
He was seriously in those Spanx?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see Ben Grimm in the underwear?
Did
you?
At the beginning, no.
No, I didn't
But
see
he was
what
in
he had
pants
on.
though at
Yeah, he was
first.
in pants, yeah. Like, I see him now, but like...
Oh yeah!
Yeah, baby!
That actually looks really
Wow!
Get it!
Wow, what's he gonna do? Stop the laser?
Dude.
That was cool.
That looked cool. I'm the blue-eyed, ever-loving thing! Surprised he didn't say that yet. Fuck me.
I don't think we fully met. I'm Grim.
I'm Alicia Masters.
How did she know your fucking name 20 minutes ago then?
Nice to meet you.
Aww.
Stop. You look like poop. You look like a poop
You
monster.
feel like a
You look like a big old poopy.
spoon.
Mr. Hanky, the Christmas shit. No, you're not smiling.
Nice to meet you.
No, it's not.
Oh man.
Give it to me. Hard as a rock.
Wait till you feel his cock, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Feels like pebbles went bam bam down here.
It's not like you to run away from a challenge, Victor.
Yes! You're right.
Yes, you're right, I'm a coward.
I think all that has happened here tonight. I take what I can get. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Very much.
Whoa! Black Panther?
I wonder if his suit's vibranium.
For fuck's sakes. Dr. Doom has an electrified suit. Come on, give him that. Oh, for fuck's sakes! I feel like this is the mask.
So bad. This is supposed to be the toughest
Just
fight in
don't
the
kill
movie.
Oh, someone lost their cans.
Oh,
Please, at least let his helmet fall off.
he's gonna stop that laser from. Oh my god.
Fucking look at this computer generated.
There's no way.
Yes! He looks so cool!
He does.
Looks like the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
We were friends once.
They actually used the flying rendered videos of this to figure out the computer generated version for the one in 15 years.
Cool. They're still friends.
See, you have not the courage to strike the final blow, do you? Just 10 years ago, you failed in our moment
Come on,
of
his
triumph.
boots has got rockets in
You
them.
betrayed me. Colossus was to be ours together, and now it stands between us.
He still sounds like
You
he's
still
in
have
a
a
hall.
chance, Reed. Go on. See. Do not think for a moment I shall ever rest until I have what is rightfully mine. Here's to
It's a lot of weight.
I like that he died maniacally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he didn't cry and whimper or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck you!
3 punches, and then he was done.
That was some straight up
he
David
didn't get a
Copperfield
shot
shit.
on him.
No, he fucking showed him his kitty cat claws and.
Yeah.
That's the Infinity Gauntlet.
Let's go home.
Totally is.
Let's hope we have a home.
And he's just gonna leave it there.
Let's go, you. My ass to eat. I hope you see a hand come up and grab it. Because
Oh, it's gonna move.
don't do that. I want to. Ah! That is fucking retarded. That doesn't make sense.
I love it though, but it's
What is this,
so
Ash
dumb.
vs. Evil Dead? That doesn't make
So
sense. How does
bad.
your fucking hand move?
Oh my god, it's getting penetrated.
Wow, eat your heart out, Thor. That just
He really is too. Getting fucked by the laser.
He took a laser straight to the chest. Was it gonna hit the Empire State Building?
Yep, New York City, remember? Wow.
Dragon
This
Ball
sounds like a
Z.
job for Superman!
Dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
He punched it. What? You punched
He
it?
did, he punched it.
And what did it do?
It like went back on itself?
It created the Big Bang Theory.
Yep.
He looks like he's just sprinkling hot spices out of his ass.
I'm waiting for it to say you've learned or been learned or something. Wow.
Oh, he brought it to space. Okay.
Ah.
Why are you getting married in
He
your
got
suit?
married.
Why in your suit?
Now she's the only one not in the suit.
Is he still in the underoos?
Yeah. I hope so.
Get out of the way, fuckers. He was not wearing them. He wasn't. At any point up until that one point.
She's so pretty, that actress.
Mark, you gotta go get laid.
I know.
I'm gonna get you laid. We'll go to a big old fat girl strip club.
She's so hot.
Have fun.
Have fun fucking the girl that's 20 years younger than you.
Oh, you mean my sister?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not even like your send-off shot. Oh, yeah, okay, it is.
That is like a wacky wailing
inflatable tube man?
Yes. That is so bad.
So what happened to Mole Man? He just ran away?
He did.
I didn't read any of this.
Jeweler.
So Dr. Doom was played by Joseph Culp, and Victor Von Doom was also played by... They're the same fucking person!
It is Weasel. Weasel, yep.
How do you know that that's the little
I'm
guy?
just gonna probably assume.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's Weasel.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you have had that be fucking Mole Man? He did everything exactly like Mole Man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how I feel about that.
There was some definite laughs
I
in
have.
that movie.
Yeah, actually, no, it was a good viewing.
Wow.
What is there 3 minutes of?
Just black.
Yep.
Well, if that doesn't tell you everything.
Forgot to stop the tape. Kept recording.
Right.
Yeah. That was straight up from a VHS.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was.
They never made this on DVD.
Yeah,
The only way
they never released it anywhere.
The only way you could get this literally was at comic conventions in the late 90s.
Wow.
But I'm not gonna say I hated that movie because I
yeah.
found joy out of it amongst the viewing.
Yeah.
And I appreciate just about all these types of movies. But I don't even know. For it being 1993 or whatever the fuck year it is, I don't see why it wasn't released, even if it was like on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's before X-Men or anything like that, so you had nothing to really go on.
Yeah.
Other than like that Captain America movie.
Right.
That was it, really. I mean, you had your Spider-Man. There was a Spider-Man live-action TV show in the 70s. And,
Wow.
I think
And that's like right after the Ninja Turtles movies came out, and they did really well, so... Yeah, I don't get why they...
I mean, yeah, we can all see the flaws in this
Right.
movie, absolutely. But to see why, or to not know why it wasn't at least released some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Straight to VHS.
Right. You know, whatever. But, you know, David bought this and this and one of these for Mark months ago now.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do a viewing of it because I just thought it would have been great. I mean, none of us have ever really seen this movie like this. And I enjoyed it.
It was really
it was fun to watch and picked comment on.
And definitely have fun with that one. Now, you know, we didn't talk too much about really the Fantastic Four as a whole because we did want to watch this movie and kind of look at it or whatever. I don't know necessarily I'd like to do a Fantastic Four episode unless when they announce the movie and shit, do something like that. Because there's a lot to actually talk about with these characters and shit. Like the original Human Torch is not a human at all. It was just a flame suit.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was really cool. Which I have that as a Funko, which I like.
Cool they made it.
And then there's a bunch of random little things in there. Now, which Funkos of these ones do you have that I get you?
You got me Mole Man.
Sue and Mr. Fantastic? Or
Sue and Johnny Storm.
I did get you Johnny?
Yep.
Okay. These are the only 4.
And I had Thing already.
These are the only 4 that I have, but these are the only 3 that I wanted.
I want to get Mr. Fantastic, but I just never find him.
I feel like I've seen him, but honestly, I'm not.
And Galactus.
Galactus I only saw the one time, and I was like, gotta get him.
So cool.
Definitely gotta get Galactus.
So cool. Such a good villain.
But, other than that, that's it for the episode. Well, not the episode, but for the viewing of the Fantastic Four. If anybody that watches this has ever seen this or would like to see this, find out how you can. And like we always say, leave comments if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever. If you can leave comments, I know you can. Tell your friends. What is it? No, it's telephone, telegraph, telewrestler.
Yeah.
Totally out of context, but it's all the same same idea.
Yeah.
There was something I just wanted to mention, but I forgot. Oh, I did want to mention because Dave and I recently we mentioned it on the wrestling ring. Went to the WrestleFest 3 for Heroes Hideout. It was a lot of fun. We told a little bit of the story on our last episode, but I'm going to plug it here. We are going to be doing... Is it the next one we're doing for ECW, or do you want to do the next one as Survivor Series?
Do Survivor Series because it's more fun.
Yep. We are going to be doing an ECW episode. That doesn't really even mean it's going to be full in-depth ECW. It's just going to be that's the theme. And in that, you are going to hear our exclusive, awesome story with Bill Alfonso. But I suggest people check that out when it's up and ready.
Yes, I can't wait for that.
That'll be a lot of fun. Other than that, what do you got over there?
Oh, another deathmatch DVD. This time it's all women's death matches.
Oh, God damn it. This is my Jim Cornette coming out. Like, God fucking damn it. Women just suck.
Match.
It's trash wrestling. It's really what it is.
Yeah.
Trash wrestling.
It's light tubes and thumbtacks and
Used
broken glass
condoms and tampons. That happened once. I digress. But that probably sums it up for the Fantastic Four, or, well, actually, not the Fantastic Four episode. RogerCorman presents.
Shout out to RogerCorman.
Shout out to my man, Roger!
If you're still alive.
Dude,
we don't
what
know.
the fuck?
Yeah.
You Josh tanked it. Is that what his name was? The fuck's the dickhead that
man.
made this movie? Josh Trank. Well, it should have been tanked, because that's what you did with it. You tanked it, you bitch. But on that note, you are...
I'm Markadius.
I'm Deadly Dave.
And I am the Wildcard, Ace Williams. Thank you guys so much for checking out the Comic Shop and the Comic Wrestling Podcast, and you will see us again soon.